onim se brena so ye betena kopem se no ndi bebo OPD OPBD at the branch the bebro but my main name you make we as bibia da one other Monday to Friday yeah the sun come away intimate the bro or Dwaso Nsem on Adom 106.3 FM APSA or see your story matters telecell connecting energies Amen Scientific say Yare Expert and Franco Trading Enterprise and so the Dwaso Nsem so MTN we are switching to eSIM to say and of a DBS Industries want to say one a board down so come at the amount Auntie Mary's gripe mixture yeah that's it a relieved child is a happy child and of a endpoint homeopathic clinic and so the end to chronic disease on say the Dwaso Nsem Yera consulting room and Sabad nipa be miensa and nine day one how aba and sa and very soon Dr. Duboatin the consulting room 3 now for challenges I go through or the prescription am I there see a follow up our health facility beneficial na a follow up and sa Dr. Duboatin macha pom ti say Doc Otemenka macha pom ti say Dr. Duboatin say Otemenka good morning it is saying well Doc Julius wa homa na ye twitwi kakrentino once you are on it ne besa babak na edin but endpoint kai wo se yade bia da ne kranko da so no o de koda ma wo ana wo se onsa na tititi eno achi no wo se wakoma na bo pre untimi na any stroke yade no Dr. Duboatin endpoint say o de die na sa how ni feel number de benyo mo 0244 867068 0244867068 na what mini one Eddie a year in Gitanafe Macanfo Auntie Mary's gripe mixture amount a very effective for the relief of gastric pain flatulence minor digestive upset and I think what I want to see if you a chewon ye panum sa a hound if you're preoccupied at the mouth edition so Auntie Mary's gripe mixture a relieved child they be that or yeah a happy child So the 7th of May 2026 is a happy birthday to my very good friend, our good friend, team Dwaso Nsem good friend, CJ Baby Awobiano. Happy birthday, Sunko and Edema. Dr. Duboatin, matching upon to say.
No, yeah, or mine, Major show a chow phone.
Well, there be between CJ and I would.
Hello, mine.
Can be between CJ and then I would.
Oh, CJ.
Yep.
Also one CJ.
Yes, and then I would.
Oh, Yakupon Shirano, na on Hobain. Na on tin any munchereno, on to 9 ye. Oma Adom and Domono, a dear bit of will be a Namange and Smiley and Cheno. On Mano and Swadihuno Cashier. Na the Odin Sabisum Biano, and Yenshira.
Amen.
We name Power.
Amen. So,
Yakupon count. Happy
birthday. Ojoso. So, Nyama me no quickly answer na ma for baso on consulting room. Dey kind say onipa no say aduane bia to anim na off. Aduane bia be to anim bia. It doesn't matter the time, whether breakfast, whether lunch, whether dinner. Bia to anim bia na. And atwaso for the past 2 weeks. Inti wakoto
oyo ba na bema
wakoto susu nru nyina no but it's still not happening inti onye die
yo a meeting a fear yadeɛ bebree ho sunsuan so timi de afie etimi de ba so we ni bo ho na wo stomach related condition obi ho na ulcer ana obi ho na owo ada bia gastritis ana bibi eno no ema obi ho a itima na botimi fono no aduane to ne yemu an yemu timi na obi ho kwetimi de gane bo ana obi ho kra age so ofe obi so ho a na bia fever bi na so ya na ka fever no a yadeɛ no a ɛka nse fever no yadeɛ bi a mpem bebre no a tima wo temperature ekosoro ema wo feel feverish ene ye no it's classified under fever nti wo yadeɛ bi te sɛ typhoid wo yadeɛ bi te sɛ malaria wo yadeɛ bi te sɛ even HIV wo yadeɛ bi te sɛ hepatitis ya ɔman ni nyinaa no is classified as under yadeɛ bɛka nse fever nti so wo kokɔlebu a ye wo bi aka nse fever unit na mmom no bebre no an mpem bebre no an so obi edidi na ofe ana obi bofono no a bia na omodwene dodo no adwene na say oh e bia wanya malaria ana wanya worms nti me koto worms eduro no it the best thing I was in nipa na ya na say also okọ hospital na ye lab a ye check fevers ya first time doctor be check e sa de no owie no wa hu a sa na bia o say o check o stomach ne sa no ma no e kwan bia se be hu ade kora e ma sa de ne ba ne stop it nti mo onye na dwen se bia okototo di wema obetima to se wonnum bi ideally bia 3 months bia also wonnum di wema but wonnum na se still no ana so wadno malaria duro bi na se still no wo da so fele se wo didi a na wo fi udidi na wo fi a ebe bia na fi wuyam e bi sukura no ana any of the fevers no e wo ho so the hospital be hwe
all right okay so the next challenge is to say oni panse onante kakra ogu ahome pi na fifreti no be ende e hyase be na otwe be ko ne miensa so an santina office bia trainer a nyanti no bo hyase se o ye no okọ hadru ha na bibi ye na koma ati atomano no
okay omai se wo ye training na sabia se banse bia wasa se ye training once ya enya bia wo ye no obesha se bia nipa bia ye no kwa ye training all the time o kwa o ede ya obebre but se wo ho ordinarily nyese training bia na wo ye na we bika kra bia na wabre wo ye bika kra bia obi okra no in fact won ne kasa kra na otimi se kasa na wo ka no wo gu home otimi se ne home se no ekobasa obehwemu no na medical condition bi ade a timi ta de bakase ye pa se omoja so tia se bia wo ye anemic eno no etima wo ye bi kakra bia na wabre in fact obi okra no a ade me fan se ade achin e wo be se 5 ana se 4 no na nipa no waye mre na nikura kum nti utimi se enikum no so eye more eno no eye ade ba ko so pressure e wo form a eno so ema wo ye bi kakra bia obetimi ayede abre ena se pressure no so kosoro ana pressure wo soro a eno no apart from se wakoma e ball pedi wani su biri wo na wontimi na honam ye oya no wo ye bibi kakra bia ene so bebre ena ade ba ko a ebetimi so ama wo ye bibi kakra bia bebre efiri se ebia mpembebre no an wakoma se wo wunya akoma ya de so a ene so ya de nti se ya de bia toa so eba na toa so se de wo ka se 1 week immediately no ano also the ba ayasabia na ye check ni hu ade kura de sade ne ba na ye hwe ne ye so ano ntem e bi se e sha afesi no e sha afesi ne se de ndi kire ye ne se the body no kwanya body no fa so a e kasa kire nipa de sani is true symptoms it is symptoms bi a wunya wo hunam duan mu bia no o body no na ye de e communicate through you sabi obi akoto modern car na what take anim na wo ba boze break na ababeto anim ye do break nye obo wa bonze oka no na bibia beda animu kire wo say there is something wrong so wan hwe na sa ade na ye wrong no wan correct a wo de namo ana ka no agya wasi abonten sa so na wonam dua no ezo so etie
I see afraid the ubetimi are joining the conversation here consulting humanisa the next 5 minutes here Dr. Dubuati Ejibre Amana watimi ne won edisa enkomowe number is 0302 216561 0302-216562. Doc, when so at the Abbasisia or say oye bra maybe the part of Betiasia Mojana a eguno in Trada. Be a dine kwa be 15 days. They go so or 15 days will break ya na ebia saba o hwe de o ka we dia chese de bia dan bo so nyina no da no so em so o de ma mo ase no ekata no yi e de ne ma no basa
my Oba bian usually no commences no within the 5 to 7 days or say it mika. It is immediately no who say menses no eba continuously in within the 1 week obi there 1 week 2 days obi will have be about 2 weeks and obi tinya the menses no be about twice in a month obi so there no so a bit ma back so about 3 weeks my immediately no nipa no so oba ayasabia maybe no abu akwa no a yade bebre ni timide sa de neba obu ana hormones no obu akwa na wodi enim ye bi endometritis itimide sa de neba obi also kra nso a na ye bibi e beka na say what was the name fibroid and also kra timide sa de neba and there are a lot of medical conditions here itimima obu akwa na hormones no kra so imbalance yi and also kra timide ba into oba answer bia the first thing I no say endpoint kwa no de ba kra de an scan no kra nke free itwa scan no wala wodi no nyina no a nanka lab on ko 300 cities ni immediately within a matter of 30 minutes no you be who are the correct causes are there no na the time the drive it me
so abnormal, that's all you want to say?
Very much abnormal o man eni kwase basa ka eni oba bia no cycle no ka 28 days and also ko ba wonya menses se oba no ekodu ba bia ba bosome be mienu bosome miensa wonya menses ya abnormal. And as a man says now also average 28 days, you know. What dear kwa say 2 weeks be a bar abnormal. So what dear no oba abroswa konya mess abroswa 7 to 8 days. Nipa omunyo mo dear 8 days kurano. Ushemwa population no in Nuru say 10% kura. Ema population in Nuru 10%. It is about konya menses no Dwaso be a base 3 weeks continuous. And now be one be any within the matter of 2 days, you know, na ebi akobasa no a. There's something wrong with it.
Okay.
So biana mi hunu obi okobeba na se bibi anya wrong with it ya. Obi ho na onom contraceptives bi. Em say na nsem mo ye be din komafa. The effect of contraceptives it means the impact of
in consulting na manfo gina so nti ye ma de odi ka achi match apom ti say
me ba tona ho ya na won
onyame adom bibia e boko ewa doctor tiu
the shadow doctor so eni na duma pa o di mai
ye tiu
me ba so the doctor say atan se me da me nsa so a me so re mo se ase me nsa se de pani a hye me nsa no me nsa ka bibia na wo me na se wo me pa in fact etaye me pa but the doctor say e de na man e basa ena de to so mi no so ye my wife I say okowo ye na fact owo ga ye no omo ye CS be 4 months and an month menses buy if you all be seen there na kwa na 2.5 years the menses my be it in the same doctor say you are to be teenage much kaka that's
bye
doc
I mean shase o say oda na woda ne nsa so a obeso de na ne nsa no I no I extremely numbed. Yes. And pemebri no ano body ni communicate with you. Edenya woda ubonsa de obetimi adaso. Nya se bia wo sheda kora se wo daso. But say wo sheda se wo daso there obviously no it me block sa circulation no. No obetimi enya nam kaka. Nemomo no se etaye obi etaye wo saa it is possible say obi ho abo say na bia wo nerves no ana nerves no communicate actually wo say there is something wrong with
it problem
and also obi okwa na cholesterol no na bia e wo soro na enti no also the back hospital na yehema no na obi also ka say CS na yere ye CS o ye CS we no and so we na menses no e bai if you work 2.5 years me na menses na mai enya normal modern on check it because a man you see is a way of the body communicating to her. It is 2.5 years in here now we are here. So not normal. Doctor will tell you say, hey, be normal. You will be also so cranwa. Obi betimiawo. You will money be occasionally be mutimia natural. Your friend say family planning. Obi timiwo now we be hospital. We be 1 year no nya menses. Obi checking and be okay. Let's just say say nipa no the natural family plan no e wo mu abon say no aba but before obeka say ye okay ana enye okay no also bo modern at the hospital na ye hwe okay ye lab and scan if we are the wo mu bi e be communicate.
All right ofre for mpacho match pom ti say
nyamia dum ye mpacho so e
oh nyamia dum bi e boko doctor etio
ama mpacho mpese me bi sa say sa wotna asena wotna ase na wona ase etataya but say na I just say wotna e wo ho so a wo wo I just say bibi wo body mu by my hospital na say I check me kidney say ebia fault aba ho mo si bibi ayi okay ana ma check me way sugar almost bibi ayi okay ba me liver no mo say oye kaka wo me liver ho tin person this doctor say then
eno ye fatty liver no was man doc and you want me to can wotna se cha na se atatai ana fe ni okay
yeah my no correct so wotna se na se wona se tataya it could be say be a kidney na ho touchma enye kidney no nkwa so na decide ne ba obi okra na liver esokra no se ya itimi de ba ana obi okra so na free akoma no kidney no so ade a ene so itimi de saade no eba enti omomodin so betima ye extensive check ma onye ba akope nya yaka no obetimi aba hospital na scan ne honam duari nyina check ibe hu ade property ha this I would my neighbor. And a tingling sensation, or so when tingling, and the whole wall on the home. A nerves and they break it down. Nana air boko, I don't know why we are immediate paralysis. Nerves and no air boko, air wall, tingling, or unam wall, Nana, one you do no. One we are bedroom maybe not that part of the body, no, the be out to start tingling, no, a wall, no bedroom maybe never no either, not a paralyze it. Until you wear a communicate each other and the nerves, no, and yet you may into also the hospital.
Well, Mijidi say, what's ye yemfa in your torso? Macha Pomti saying,
hello, good morning.
Morning.
I'm Adom Nsem.
Oh, Nyamia don't be a gusua echo sukama. Doctor Tiu.
My brother never mentioned, but she came around October. For the past 6 months, only any menses. Into the 7th month, no any menses. After 7th month, we still are answering by you.
Or how many years?
I was 14 or this month.
14 years.
When you're 14 or this month.
Okay, yo, am I?
Doc.
Usually, you get worried so much for nothing. Senkolano, Udi Kenya, the menses ya. Yana and regularizing we, especially our Kurani Bimu, and you want to pen a deciding we have endpoint. Ubi to me, Yana Bibi Sru say, at Anisha do Yana menses ya. Parent to be enemy say at that time going, the be order no Bemed and Hoko Canoa, Ubi to me a day, Anyam. It say, a cranning young menses be our 10 years, 12 years, 14 years, no young menses ya. Na menses no etikwa. Both a giddy, not yana shruno, a woman can see a pa, but I don't know a new about 70-80%, no, etikwa, a besaba in here, waya colano quan dear, hormones no, and regularize balancing we. And into obetimi akwara bit many and menses be about nequally between 9 years, 8 years, 10 years. Onyana sanoa, it miss article to me obetimi and bear 3 months at Dwaso. We are not article a bit matia bear 1 year kura umwa na aside day aba. It was ya colano dear, Messer and Maniamu baby. I am not sure, say, a problem, but or doubt here. Obetimi the abami I lab and scan. Na say a normal and I say be a DD. AC.
Okay, yeah, that's CP. Yeah, if I friend chat to a crown of the common banner, match up to say.
But me,
what are my doctor to you?
Yeah, me patcho me so the booming sir after the 5 days, it should be come sound to say the asset Johnson. Yeah, and I'm a percent, me should say.
My maintaining ye, what are my so?
Look, or sister Bunin, sir. Issue Guni, sir. That's the challenge.
So Bunin, sir.
Issue Gun afterwards. Issue Gun.
Well, okay. The own question is, Obi Owa, Yana Briwa, during the time, Kranwa, O Bunin Sano. and adeɛ kora a wɔde ACC ne ho no obi wa no yɛ allergic to it obi be wie no na wɔnya infection or who endpoint dodo no na beba say me yɛ me menses wie a na ma se keka me na ma se ayi kuro na ma se nsuo gume ene saa na ma no obi wɔ hɔ a ɔbɛba no na ebia na infection wɔ hɔ obi so wɔ hɔ ɔbɛba na ebia infection bi ani hɔ na emom no in fact ebi mu kura timi ba emi yɛtimi hu sɛ saa de ɔmo ɔmo kan sɛ kora pad no a ɔmo use no obi wɔ hɔ a na pad bi wɔ hɔ na wɔyɛ allergic to it na hɔ na duane mpɛ edinti sometimes obi wɔ hɔ na sɛ yɛtimi hu sɛ biribi ani hɔ a na yɛ boa no ma na sɛ saa pad into a different brand ya owie na saa de na gyae so ɛyɛ sɛ obi wɔ hɔ a ɛyɛ material na ɔmo use no obi wɔ na material bi a obi use no ɔmo use yɛ no ebia na ɔno no ɛne ne ho na dua no ɛnyɛ nti obi wɔ bɛwie ne message bɛwie bia na wɔnya infection na na sɛ keka no na but obi so wɔ hɔ a ɔbɛ check no na ebia infection ɛna ɛwɔ hɔ nti no
Doc, me that's the oka pada. Say the pad ne cry there. Now no da ba ku ya na ahwenye introduce you to me. Say me fam mo say. Omo spray mo say there mentos say there different kinds of
flavor.
And any issue so be because you see where strawberry, where vanilla, where minty. Na pad the be say this animal say say strawberry e mo so be na.
So my why are in few. Oh yeah, you be to know say no me hwam kwa no say say one who spray the alcohol is very dangerous. Any kwa say the offend do chin no obi say me yi ho fin me the normal hye ho me pese ho ye hwam me pese ho che eno de bia me tufo say eye ade a you obese ho kra and the normal thing is say who you see the normal pad no a who you should be why your mention we no aftercare and they very and after during that time no o man nsuo ordinary nsuo ya would nsuo no agu ni 1 bucket of water you know anopa awia anajo eno ne ade a ye aduro for a mass bi na say obi se me de ade bi hihye ho obi se ma ye bibi we say me de vinegar me de we na ma mexe na me de atua na me de bi ahyemase na me wash ho no ukum ye won natural bacteria e wo ba bi ase e ma ne bebre no ano akele omode so why bebre no akele omode eno na ma oba anka bo so wase lubricated ene ke ma oba ase obo se e boama bibi e fe ne se elasticity e di to oba bia se no e elastic in nature e bi mo wa o nim se de oye no or say elastic you know it do abedu maybe no oba bi timba hospital se doctor ma se e bie dodo because elastic na wo ho no wa say no with in concussions
Edwisia.
No, Edwisia. Edwisia. No one
Edwisia.
And Oba no aso so no a Obama ni sia no bia no atu send that.
All right. Doc, Edwisia.
Issue na a normal no very.
Okay, so actually we coming in about endpoint homeopathic. Dr. Dubat my nurse say what this indication.
Dem no see na make say endpoint you go show you free prostate scanning. We be ma odun so abema mo ye ya emu hyehyɛ odun so ade mo apa mi no. Odun so ntentem o ya se ye o ya. Isu fit if be me no ba oba endpoint ya scan na e free lab no ye 300 cedi. Sana fertility e ma awo onyema na say o mense se ho ho choka oba scan ni free lab ni 300 cedis ya de bi how bia mema ya de ahoden se bema obema bitimaki na so pa se ohun se sha se ekofo a mesere wo de wo ye obi a wo di akini a sa condition no fabra endpoint homeopathic clinic oba ye hwe wa ma ya de no afiri ho no na ye ma waduru a instantly wow begina wow be say yes wajina bremo.
Okay, Doc.
Endpoint, your sphincter through shell sign body will be what my committee 22. Number will be to me after a national 0244
0244
86
70
68
0244
86 70 68.
Well, Udis, you know, me fee texters baby or mode bazar na me twa one me twa anafi the tosu bi so Winston Amwa Joy FM wabeji education ni bi o se o chia o se o se obetimi a lift aba Joy FM na wetimi amomo so okay so yeah that's it doc yeah that's it brofo na bedo manakwa ba fatwi manakwa ba na o te brofo kakra
oh Winston akwa ba
there be ka brofo kakra
oh da be amana ye wadom me kwajo ya beka brofo
na nche
Winston amwa
eba Joy na epede kan
etwi
ebotuma kan
da be etwi
mo mai kwasi kaka
ye mo kwan ma kan
da ba hade on kan brofo da be hade on kan brofo
na enyima he me baby because no ma me uti Adom pa
good that's nice
na woda
wow
enti oye Margaret Ekua Amoa I need your friend Auntie Maggie yeah wishing happy birthday
your friend Ekua Maggie
and yes Ekua Maggie umbani nyina na ebusuafo nyina yes happy birthday
happy birthday
echi ebetemenka
wow
echi no wa ye nisisi a manente Ekua Maggie
yemfa we man
nyame shira o mama onye okese boy wate ye do pa
ready wa CCM wa nwato oye ready wa CCM wanga so nwato ebe munya oye ebe ya Adom FM 106.3 Adom FM one tell you what catch your manai Adom FM one tell you what Adom FM
Adom FM 106.3.
Only God can stop us now.
106.3 FM.
Adom FM 106.
Only God can stop us now.
106.3 FM.
Birthday so ko dey but Auntie Ekua sorry
Ekua Maggie na Auntie Maggie
so wadaruma dey da wakoma so mi no say introduce papa ya wa shiri ti yomo yi
oh man dey da makoma so Ada wo makoma no so wo makoma no so wo be steady wate
$19 minutes after 7, Dwaso Nsem, Adom 106.3.
Yo ha. Oman, nyame Adom akwase de be Mother's Day.
Okay.
Makom ade.
Mani wi na koma so ade. O ka se wa hwa.
Oman. Enkasa. Oman makoma so ade ni se. O ya ya bosa anwom ne mame. Ose makoma so ade ni se.
Yeah.
Obi anfa ne mame Emra Aviation Social Center. Makoma so ade no because I nanom da. Oman oba wanyema wo kwa wo so na nya easy o.
Okay.
Oman na nya easy. 50-50 sabe no gina owo ni nkwanta nan. Obetumi na oba ni nyina akọ. Oba no betumi aba wo ma. Wo betumi aba oba ne ma. Nyame ye wadom no de ho afofia na ode wo no oba ni nyina abedru fie. Enti no se ebreso na se yesi yedi nanom da obi krompo hon ma onkwa wo so na so abadaye ne tema ne kwada kra o hyew no echen de o so akwa wo so aba munyina mo ye enanom se bia obi nani ho wo hwe chire munyina mo ye enanom enne ede kwa akosini fie da akwanya no wo ho se obeba beka Adom TV ho na ya celebrate maame no wo wabrabo mu no ye nche wo mo wodo wonim se enka we o man ye 50 Ghana yi chese tufo bo esansa wo hwe line up no a anyomtofo a eba buffet papa bi ye wo session a ye twa pictures chese mo ye ekuo krompo so a mo betumi aba beto mu ticket na mo de aba ne mom no numbers no enye bebre sa nti wa mantemu a na ebia bedru so beka se me ba beto wo gate na bibia etisa no na sa enti na ye se obetumi aba ye reception ha say wo ba ticket ni 50 Ghana so no maame a 100 Ghana wo person maame so na wo ba don't worry wo maame nko aba ani gie ni nyina ne sabeka wo honom ohun obetumi ato ticket na ma wo maame na waba na wabagi nani ye wi no mienu na ye hya sentu beko asori apon na waba nti o man mesrew ene kwa wo se eton ticket ni bi wo ha ene ye beton ticket enti no hyene so ese okay yenya release anyomtofo a eba no Pa Thomas eba sanso ena hanamafo oba ena Florence obi nim enso ba iti anyomtofo yi ena eba enim se maame mo de eba na hanamafo ne Florence obi nim a munim omonyom Pa Thomas nso de na chese ye die mu anesa we ye nan mo da aviation social center o man obetumi ato ticket no ewo momo so na enra na ebi mo frɛ ese omo frɛ number na obi amfa number no account ewo your accounts department nti wodi ane se obetue sika no utue wi a na wa keep receipt no so ehun nti da no ba na odi a kyerɛ yen ewo gate ho o man what ase nti no me patro number na obetumi asende wo de atoso no enie eye momo na wo sende na message ne ba keep the message edano so na ba fa message na ebe kire yen eye 0593 038 769 0593 038 769 edi ebeba no ye multimedia group nti onya ebo na multimedia na aba eye noa enfre isa say number no fra obi amfa eye purely mumu na account for no ye di eje into send this scan ye 50 Ghana per head mu ye numa 250 mu ye me no 100 miensa 150 0593 038 769 into kwa be so do ma meba okay
all right so okay so Ghana Education Service for management of the Ghana Education Service has not authorized or sanctioned any school to charge fees under any name or in any form from students or parents. The public is therefore urged to disregard such unsubstantiated claims by being circulated by individuals seeking to misinform. Nonetheless, any school found to be charging money under the guise of feeding fees as alleged is acting unlawfully and without the approval of management. Government's commitment to not only maintain the free SHS policy, but improve upon it has not changed. Therefore, any attempt to undermine this policy, whether through the spread of false information or through clandestinely imposing fees on students, will be treated as an act contrary to national interests. Any individual, student or parent who is charged feeding fees by schools is advised to report the matter to the management of the Ghana Education Service for investigations and action. And you think that awufono ebeba be report to samanta ya ka asema mo betu wana mo no ya talk mo aso munim sensem na ya ka
so be report one na be report
who feels that we are what try to way and be change say omo gi sika support to feeding students on campus.
It is happening.
It's happening. I'm surprised that they are doing this to themselves.
And to almost monya aware.
They are not aware.
Almost monya aware.
It's happening. I don't know why he raises issues. Body who is mandated to check these things.
Just say, obe saving the face. So mo say, yadi a ekoso ye schools mu. What you say? Yadi ekoso. Omoji as a parent who inside your mother boy school na ma school no. To me asho mo mani ya ma wom. Iti parent bi ho no ma ono no otua kra ha no. But the only and team no eye free there. Was so benefits animal we nyina free.
Yes.
What dey buy ani abebo to.
Ghana Education Service. This is really not relevant. In any case, if the end of Moma Koya Mohu Magaze and Yinasubiano is very irrelevant. It can't be true. The much to and it's happening. Parents are being told to support Koda feeding and Nsem. Please. Now when so ya dia no so bo be ye back and forth on this way.
By Ebeka or man can Ebeka. Enti no say I think say ahomachin na I chance on me ready ya ne ade. But Debia enti no ya na na make no modem ya am so be report o man ye be phone line krampo obi word mo beka kra osuro because ye better ge ne ba.
Yes, ma me na da no kro.
Ye wi obosku de tray yen. E wo back door. But it's who only mu say wakoko yi nani mu koye reporter na okoka bibia na ye ba betage ne ba.
Personally.
Adentia.
Personally, the deputy education minister called me. I gave names out of the school. Now but Ghana education service no abajira.
Abachira to say enye no kre. Eno ano na enye no kre. Na wote ho enye no kre. Na wote ho. Enye no kre nyina yentina mo.
Well, akwaba. Yeah, there be a wada my maras yomo bega. Is a yomo bo kraswati.
Oh my.
Bibi come on.
Only one time per on the way I can be part on. Also, one tank can with you. Please.
Chia Odru Safu Mami.
Nana Safu Odru.
Nachia, a year Kudalo, Mami.
Okay.
No, Kudalo. Unim Kudalo. Abna.
Please.
Please. Man, Bisan so Kudalo,
you are not the host.
Man, Kudalo,
okay, Yankosu,
you are not the host.
Okay, you are not the host.
Okay, you are the host. Ask him.
Effie, you may call
Effie, Kudalo, Effie.
Never cause to come out. Where have you?
Yankosu. Quickly, as we are counting down to sports, then they see.
Yeah. And then so
I can't manage
and come up in the womb.
Yeah.
It's a World Cup no and nano gusua kwanesa. But you rom kakra ewo Commonwealth Games and chebe basuna fi wi a yatiatum ewo World Cup no say Honorable Kofi Idi Adams and another Womo Elanchi Jumedi no Sonkokra. Nese Ghana Sports Minister Kofi Idi Adams and another officially or lanchi a year Ghana House ahead of a year 2026 Commonwealth Games ebe koso ewo Glasgow and a year Scotland. Na eno NHS Jumedi national wode atudwa se ene or him say Ghana betimi akopo moden na medal sahodo no yetimi agibinti. Enra Ushim now has said that China say Openino Edin Sembi Prinano and a two jar Obabano a fino that's on the number. Yeah, he's
okay. It's Yanko,
my main ferno and Chef Untiminkas.
Glasgow, Diana Becoso.
Okay,
Glasgow, Diana Becoso.
Commonwealth Games.
Okay.
Oh my, and you know, Wadaruma.
Okay.
My own say Ghana winning a total of a year 63 medals since making a year Commonwealth Games. You know, wabla ikupi mbese 19 a year 54. Na eno yejumedi bakwa and they impering for area say from July 23rd ekusi August 2nd. No, eno ebechime atuja achesopenino wade ehon sembebri na so no wetime ede atuja ehonma yede emun komono yede metifo.
Diaspora, development partners and friends of Ghana. However, as we promote Ghana House, we must be very clear on one point. The greatest drivers of traffic to Ghana House will be the performance, visibility, and conduct of our athletes. When our athletes shine, Ghana shines. When they win, the world pays attention. When they carry themselves with discipline and national pride, they become the most powerful ambassadors of our country. Very important. Therefore, as we build the Ghana House strategy, we must place athletes at the center. We must invest in the preparation, technical support, welfare, training, qualification pathways, and performance planning. Ghana House must not stand apart from Team Ghana. The two must stand together. It must be connected to their story, their effort, and their success. Government, under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has made a clear commitment that every sport must have the opportunity to thrive under the umbrella of equity.
Adom
Eti nyame ya duma we ene nsemo a honorable Kofi Idi Adams na se Ghana's sports minister, the finest so far out se duma opono enya de da fon kro na de nsem we atuja ye de emu komakra ye de emao na ye san agina ho a onim se na nsem wo ena eye Ghana relay team a omo qualified de omani echiremo dwumede kese no so de ebepiem ho no na se unim se omo ekono yade se na se de beto dwane se sikasem any flight honsem any players ni training ni ade kra no athlete no omo training ni ade kra no na eho edene eno nam so emende Ghana eye Athletics Association president Uraba of Hussein Edikan abapacho e de honsem bebrakba se challenges kakra eno etimi epiemo but the sports minister and so edin ya no abasesebe enye se wa igno eye other sports no nemum challenges kakra ene no etimi piemo.
We talked to about was their travel arrangement for the World Athletics that was hosted by Botswana in Gaborone, and that's so because of the wait time and all the jet lag that comes with traveling short. And they were trying to take on the Ministry of Sports and compare with footballers. That also they got it wrong when they said if it were to be football, they get them tickets a month ahead. It's not possible to get tickets a month ahead for any footballer because most times the list is released close to the match time. That's where you know, and then you make arrangement to be able to. I've had cause to complain that I needed a longer time notice. So you buy the tickets longer ahead of time, so it costs you less. It actually costs the ministry more when you buy tickets last minute. So it is for our own good, financial and economic good, to have the information much earlier and to buy the tickets much earlier. It will cost you less. So we would wish that we got the information much earlier to act. And the truth of the matter is that the ministry don't change drastically the dates and the schedules as presented by the Federation. We work according to their schedule.
Wey ene nsema honorable Kofi Idi Adams wodi etuja nese obehwa football for no say yebeko ba bi say ya ti say under 17 foi normal list na aba monten under 20 normal list aba blasters na release na ba na Ghana Athletics Association and other sports no so mbeko ba bia na hihye so mo ho sa unrelease na be hu na akofa problem e dia ba eno enyi ano kakra ene nei osofo no wodi ho nsem so no wodi aba no ma mefu we entuja say the blasters of Ghana and Empire for now so 23-man squad yede eko akoshia Mexico the next friendly gamer Ghana yede ebe pim so next way ebe first gamer coach Carlos Cruz ono ehwese obetimi enso ede ahwemrante no wo mu ahoɔdene na oman squad ofre no wotu se we no wan frɛ wo mu a enka abra ya oso we de kudus wom we de pate wom we ni squad ya unimba kokura din wom abra pokura wa eti nese ene uramo na hwese de squad no esifa etia abranche ba kwa na nsem na kepra ha no ema na otum se ne club kra no no ntimi ensia kan Felix Afenajan ene ya tonsa e de afrani brim se omle na omegire mo emo na omoden informa the senior national soccer team the Blasters of Ghana sanso na midfielder Majid Ashmeru and they also are returning eba abeboa palm and also etimi akonkan Abdul Aziz Isa Oko FC Barcelona team na or team B and they also atunsa afreno Ebenezer Anan and so abepiemo Ibrahim Osman and so eyatiane yatunsa ede afreno sanso and local player et says Salim Adams and they usinaka edema mediama FC no one also yatunsa and so ede afreno and no kwa any the local player freno Ebenezer Aban and so our Heart of Lions ono so afreno sanso and Ebenezer Adade ono esinaka edema Dreams FC ono so afreno and afi Nations FC captain ye freno eye Razak Simpson ono so etimi epiemu wey eye squad and coach no ode aba emontia wo hwe nim se Ghana and Mexico friendly game and penifo asese no sonko no ye betimi enso ahwe na ye de akopim so nasi we no wo de hwe sa squad we no hu de obetimi eye frim and de obetimi ede abeka the current squad eno ewo ho no ho yede eno so mu nkomo no yede ema afa yemwure mo the Black Starlet so aso ye me no ka say team no alande Morocco unim se enche na under 17 African Cup of Nations no eno so ade ba ko a ebetimi atodwa me no ka say coach Prosper Nate Ogum ene mranche no wo mu alande na eno omkodu ye no na yade se urama FA president enso eka ho a wo mu nyina da ekohwe amadwumedie no so etimi akonkan sanso ena Black Princess omonso attach down Uganda omonso crucial World Cup qualify bia enso omonso etimi edepem so Uganda memo na Charles Simpson wono any coach Sabre Okita Emayana womo eni finsia aduo na wakasa ade afa game a womo hwe nim se ebetimi atodwa no.
The feeling has been very great. We had another plan for that game that it didn't really work for us, but to show that sort of character and resilience in the second half brought back the spirit that we expect in the team. So going to Uganda now, we are going with a good mindset to be able to either maintain or to increase the margin that we have. President also came and visited us, so we are in the right mindset going to Uganda. Now we're going there with the mindset of a total discipline, total work rate that is beyond normal, because we know that we will need that. We know that there is an altitude problem in Uganda compared to us. So we are doing everything we can through the medical team so that we'll be ready and have the enough energy or condition to be able to deal with it.
Now, please. Eti nese way any said yet here our national teams no asye no pay mede emu nkomo mede ema no yemfie ni enchemo match day 30 results are epiemo our Ghana Premier League no namra league leaders ekopiemo our brekum Chelsea asye samobodu ekeka ne ho wo hye mediama ekamienu ema omo atimu bako samobodu eche sampa brekum Chelsea team no ye hira so ama na otumsa woden de ya na mpembia no wogina nanso pa.
It was a very difficult game since as you said Mediama was in the good shape. They are the league leaders and we too we are struggling at the back there, so we decided not to lose this match at all costs. We have to win this match so that we can lift ourselves up. The next game with the dreams, it won't be easy as well then. And we hope that with our boys, we have to correct one or two things so that when it comes to the Sunday, we need to win that match massively. So we know the players in the first round, we were struggling. During the second round, we tried to beef up with one or two players and we varied the tactics and that helped us during the second round.
Winning Samabuadu wade etuja na coach Ibrahim Tanko wane kita Mediama FC Bobo Kono wano emna doubtings wodincho but still not league no one dakane wano so Nsem kakra wadi tujani.
No, I think we made a lot of unusual mistakes, and in looking at the nature of the pitch, definitely the pitch did not help us. But nevertheless, I think I'll congratulate them. For winning. I said it always. It's going to be a pressure till the last day. So let's concentrate on the next game. And we just only lost this game. I think last 5 minutes we just lost only this one. So we don't have to panic. We have to go and look at the video and then correct our mistake to face the next.
Eti nese weni said yet here our Ghana Premier League nimo yeguso bono petim wadere na uramo our phobia never say die until the bones are rotten. House of focus here womo any Karela United enada equity pegra obia entimi anshebie na coach of the moment Didi Dramani na enada otum sampa na ejapa ene gunichem House of fans no be to gumpa o man as fans na no money enje resource epiem na yenti said ya fans ni bi womo share omo consensus.
Yeah, be a capital for me coaches. I swear. Ball, I don't know. The tactical play. And what be a capital for me coaches.
But be a cast of Fokunantiano. But be a cast of Fokunantiano. Ye who be the ye who be the has a way do so. And no Duma na so, China so. Has a way do so. And has Duma na so, China Duma na so. Has Duma na so. Nedri drama in Tia. Gaminita do so football. Duma do so back a cast of Fokun. Adiba Kwamu said, we have broken Jefferson. Abrocha Chessing. Abrocha Chess. Coach here. Coach the boy was say Palma Bobo. Was say Kukuyara na Bobo na Basa. Ebini did the money. Did the ban Collins in Numina, no wine na. Omina ball Bassay. Ombola Tinko kontin saa na da pon
sesi a o ma supporters ye ba stadium ye need bi nje na o sha satade na o post stadium na o nam kwa ankofa ka na obi esrew mo sha sen has ye bodro de bia draw enti coach no e di adwuma pa na ye de oye coach no e di adwuma na ye de oye coach Didi Dramani e di adwuma na ye de oye ukoka pe o si mini striker when say striker na ukofa na ba no 3 goals unye na akoto striker na bae men kan kire say the uni striker we don't want to know somebody say men kan kire say uni striker striker ukofa na bae duku uko no or 3 goals na woni da ho pa na ukofa na bae somebody say na bosesi obeka kire say uni striker
Amai How's I doom so? A Juha, Kotokobede,
a doom, yet you doom crenso, you doom.
Hey, my Emfa has coach in Nsem Kakro, the Atujan, say, Emfa Hon say, and now went to me and winning Nano. Has and that's why at the third position on the league log. Na Yadia say, coach no so Akasakra after Senra, I went to me and winning.
The approach was really to be more expansive because we really scouted on the opponent and we knew exactly that they will come and then wait and then play on the turnovers in terms of their offensive transition, which they are really very dangerous at. And I think almost all the Ghanaian teams, they try to go in terms of transitions, and so we're much aware of that. And so we had planned to take care of that aspect. We were really very positive that we will have more of the ball and then we could dominate in some very key areas, but we have always been worried about the decisions we make in those key moments. And I think that in some very key moments, we look very undecisive in terms of quality of the final pass and also quality of movements and where to orient, whether to orient towards a goal or orient outside, why I'm doing that. And so it's still more worrying in terms of the decisions we make in very, very key moments of the game. If the opponent goalkeeper is adjudged the best player of the game, I think that it tells that they were more on the receiving end.
So, all right, 80 Emrano Asun, Shadow say other results, Heart of Lions to Tenefie, my nation's question 1-0. Kotokode, Onya walkover, Sanse Hoho United, and Calig no BM. 18 Yatre 3 points, 3 goals, Ediama Kotokono. Basake Holy Stars, and Sushi, Ediana, Antimi, Antibi, Bechem United, Etnefie Dreams, Equation 2-1. Sanso and a Young Apostles, Eshe Vision 3-1. And a Feswadro All Blacks, and now, when we need 5-2 against 11 Wonders. Hasne Karela, a 0-0. And a Go Stars, and so Eshe. Yes, Samates, a come, one more anti-me, anti. Oh, my, Mamenda MTN as no pay, na menka at you for say, Sabri, o download the MTN app, no a good phone. So, Potokasem, if you say the easiest way to send Momo, they say no, they say, who use you app now, and they come on, and they amount. Happy Mother's Day, and confirm my dear Yaquinima, they say, Bape, Zipe.
Wow.
No, I'm not doing a friend of Baba.
Oh yeah. Ready? What it says? CCM Wanga so want to. Oh yeah.
Adom FM 106.3 106.3 Adom FM One tell you what Catch your manai Adom FM One tell you what Adom FM
Adom FM 106.3.
Only God can stop us now.
106.3 FM.
Adom FM 106.3. Hey, tough.
Nyame adom omane ne.
I see. Sack energy. Oh yeah. Bibi come on. We dey fu abonamu because
man wait. Man afu Onim say yeah fufu party da no.
Yeah.
And now already enye man mienu ma me.
Yeah.
It oba me dua de yi. And o ma me we ka ho.
Yeah.
Until later no ma me videos se me nko try hwe. Nti me ko ya na me de ma ya do na me say ya do wa. Mon try ne hwe we ye de so bidie.
Are you afato so na man for hwe.
Ye de so bidie nti no o ma me we ni bi we ni say we me am say me America. Go so de afu me wo. Enti uyi we ba ko a now they ato copot nim na waso enti eso now the bidie no agu so o man chese seconds de jana so obre nim enye wisie chese bra wa bodwuma ena bia no so uyi ba ko a no watwetwa eto nso mu kra enfo
Eduano.
Eto nso mu kra enfo enti no te se choba afo no mo ye nuane ne ade no mo soja mo bre no oh man we solid abrante no wa ya de
oh wow me see the afu mu
o de afu mu na enti de no eno echi kra wa ba ama ma recommend ya mama tamo ne ade nyina ye nyina ya tutu asan toto bia ne ne ena ya kra me kra ma san kwa kama ebi ma sa beto bi o makeup
oh wow
it's so it's so easy especially also bidia ya no de so bidia okay so be so de mienu nyina
sakene ji akwaba mama nsam akwaba bi ade anka mete bidia fu efiura mu se efiura na kasa waji ni tro nyina yu ase na oba me ho na ufi kroba so
me patrol me ka se me ma mi free sunya intanoso
sunya intanoso afo mi krom ni no
Etika hafo na ya mpa ya ni mu
ufrafo
ayo ni efie pe
eni enye won wase wati develop ade we enye won se ye wokwayem edi nyoma bia
na kwa wahu ni wokwo
eyu de bibia wo biabo eti ye mon komo ne France edi na ma wo yesa etu za na mo we
the patrol me the Collins upon sakode
okay
botaya me de me ma me de ye firelighters here say hwe efie ne na sefo bidie so no o be so bidie a bebre na isu politin na sefo politin na ya na toxic na me fan say the free mu ban cent no emboa ti we no aye da so na say ya de a ewo me mu bitu kwan kosewalium e ba me fan say 2 years ago ni ti me ba na me no me impesa me san ko biem ti no e also me develop ade na me wo hu nim de no
okay
na me de ehwe se me fan se bia me boa me ma me mo ne choba fo ne o mo yusu bidi no ene Japan ene ma me de yeden this start firelight scene
okay na usani mdia no ye de jao ana etise so be fredjuma ana se usuan
ene de mesuan
okay duki kasa nuane boma na o de soja na adere prekope na aboa pa
nyame adaro me konka kra
ekoka krakakra it is your target ne choba for ne ehifo efifo ye issue coport ofie no
obi o issue coport ana se bia ijapa ede
edini juma no
target
ti wa wo so odi dua na eso ja no aje okote sa rubber ne na se for prayer ne sa ne mano manyina eno so hunsem ne bebre it is simple
for we are
me wo se egumienu me wo ba ko bia se tea bag bi na e wo and me wo ba ko so enua no it is said it is bag tea bag na dey no
e ba cho no so ye lighter ye de so jasa
ye de soja
we ba ko na dey to be dey so
okay
me ba cho men fa polity men fa kerosene fa bibia nkan
o de so sa
ti de odi atoso no apamaches aso material ni
okay
e to de wo inside now they will be denying etwa ho ahia
video need the Facebook man
the
YouTube
yeah the YouTube
video
the ken enti eno the eye sachet de ne de eno aso odi ja tum na se matches aso me okay
kama media matra me gusunso na no de mitobi koye nti be wo dia de na me wo sachet de no so ahu ne bo anso nya din
ana edua de no so e
ba so dua ne de no wo be yibi ba kon na mienu e ba so no papa ne nketua eno so mfa rubber mfa kerosene mfa bibia nka ho ti fagu obedie ne so na yidua na ba ko pamachi so mse de osokoe no ti ba cho aso dua na de ahyenka na egu bidie ne so na se ebede aso ne nyina
okay
aso ne nyina mo na de obedie na de atoto so
okay
eno so na ne djuma edia no
All right. Yeah, that's CPT. And your number be the number ben.
Me pacho.
You be see Tobia.
0539
0539
71 77
45. Or ubetimi supply in large quantities. Choba sakesi no. The number ni be me den
0539 71
Yep.
77
Okay.
45.
Yeah, that's CP. So I can want to pay. It's here because actually.
No man, baby, I was torn one, and I say I just say a frill.
I need me pacho just offer number. She said they mention then your point be a me torn. And OBB omo torn be the chess OBB already so person to be torn be no. Met me supply a quantity no opinion.
It's one more torn be the so bet me after be
now they
no be bad now what torn can one man. You know you but what you a very convenient and a safe part. Miss Money we see anymore. Say I also Jacka na fie nyina ne dem nyina agi we see no. Debi.
Say brother new.
Oh yeah kwabna.
I see.
And then you share.
Watch out. TCCM wow macho. Oh yeah. Ready what it says TCCM wanga so macho. Ebe munya. Oh yeah. Ebe ya. Adom 106.3 Adom FM One tell you what Catch your man Adom FM One tell you what Adom FM
Bread until we are coming rich, sax energy.
You better be a command.
You better be a command. Oh, a boy. On so tired and do draw.
It's Menana no musane ntino me a me de be pie na pa no mesre ewura mankwa
Father bra say ye nyina kwa aviation social center
aviation
correct one
enti
ono to pe hanama for nyompa da no ka nyomba ko bi na me refi ma me nyom na
ope hanama
for nyompa yes
well anopa ye be kan wasem na pass ye be kan wasem but anopa no ye nyina hu say mo kase bo no mo ko fa eye nkomo bi baaye efa eye yera Charles Emisa late na report bi aba yenu aba yenu aba Dr. Matilda Emisa wa homano so report no oje bracken kan
oman makenkan na ne tintin ne tietie mu nyina ne se enya kwanhia na anase ka na ebo Charles ene kunu ka ne bo no adom for fa no edne kwa yaresabia Ridge Kolebu 37 se enye medical negligence sinto ebaye e wo sha na wo so mo de hwe ne mu anka Charles ka wanhwe ne nkwa ntinya kwanhye ne kunu ayaresabia ya dokotafo su ne omoban ene kun owura no awmabo ebe ade ye strange mama ne say doctors ye bo mudin nyina ye wo se sanction wo mo twe o maso nyina no eye ma eno na mama dia wo omo nyina ye ma from 37 to Ridge to Kolebu oma as emergency level na ko so nya ni nyina omo ye ma oman very unfortunate
Dr. Matilda Emisa marching me gidi say when you that needed strength into kwana radia ya doma na ye bekasa no pay boko de
yes me adom na me Mpachomutuma fancy kaka.
Oh, Bachowitimiaka. Yes. Ubetimiaka pa.
Okay. Yes, and that asama yeti na yadi ye nim kakra for the azo si nazi mojetin papa na waka nhwehwem kakra na waka or the committee no ye na was a baby yindida ma under the namu wage mum emergency but me kakra emergency no yaza yen to na se crown
but I can imagine ejuma wom na unianum binim pe the report no edwumadina ma such Dupont to Tusano. How is the feeling like?
Oh, no, Quanazi. Oh, yes, a film. Moa boom. Is a yes, Sunday. Yes, the Mazi Burma, doctors and the nurses. Renaya as a pa. But, any Mokobaya, Oma, the Mazi, we didn't see. But about the committee na health minister na Ministry of Health one modern bar was Asha Samini was a crazy it's a semi fine. I don't want to see the free.
And after the report, what next?
Pinyazi. The Bushana Mampo Madawa had it, but Mokofi na in Bushan Fat Nasi. The frame Momin and the darkness, or Unsaboteur, no pa. Na yat Missy. Na one church never will feel mum. Na Mina Panama, Pacicia, my baby, Mrs. Takoshufia, but what's an ancient.
So at whose insistence no more yes a investigation committee ebusuafono and as a health facilities no and a cabo man as the ministry no and I say this is what we think we need to do.
Nti asam ne see na oyo bia wonwa obia pay nhwehwem abasam no see wole chawsem se bi wa ayo wa hwehwe na na azanso ni da oye we no ye to all the social media platforms, some of the two doctors maybe no work for nurses or but the two platforms maybe brinado. It's not some no afi we breach. Yes, na no we breach. So okobande win. Na if you be a pay answers or be a share answers to ne definitely some of the unknown namduma ministry and so. Or taking it up there, but because also why a national issue.
I don't know, but this situation, I mean, you said,
na doc, minim say one saw your doctor, a bra issue nearby, Yananti say a ban emergency care, ya walk crabo ya was central when I went ya and one basobo. What shall findings yaba? DSC ewo Greater Accra Regional Hospital Regional DSC Kolebu DSC Police Hospital and the number of minutes awomode wo bra ejina Police Hospital by 11 minutes o manyamwa 70 minutes region manyamwa sande ne call Kolebu e sande direct to UGMC si wakoma sa dwuma awo ya munnim ho siseye na obi atumi afasa situation we mu nyina ye wie ya hye sa nipa no. Are you surprised did kan anase wudi yawo e wa nurse for ne doctors anaka wo so mo hye no?
Oh na me surprised pa honestly today because onye su they be the margin until mama me very surprised Ubia tumu day on the boa we prebating who be internal bleed is when you will wash the easy Ebiana near BBR but Ebiano internal bleed. But you know beyond in your chair de moderate na intina waka wa samande dan itu day when you are bona dupa or the way machine then try the baby inti na oya massive film atra because Massimo will be the ma. Oh, yeah, my shishi. You to me, cow. See, no, yeah, oh, yeah, one. But, you knew the entire, story on my easy, Masso Mentasi. But, it's me, Naba, my uncle, upon it. Yeah, so the doctors, nurses are. Oh, emergency, Jumanoyas and you don't, yes, no. On your phone, the phone. Oh yeah, maybe be amicado or calling to be at the emergency to death, right? ni de bona ebeye because obia obofo wunsem bia na nkwa hye wunsem mobotuma ya ezibagine mpo na aye se mpo wan yankwanyo obia na yeka de yebagine nkwa mo aye ye nyankopon no nim but abo ho modern na ye mobotuma nipo kunumpo ofima ebushafo numpo badawase da abo ho modern bia wa we hu aza ayama yendhye in your intimate said the health workers you emergency yenya badai anatma ma ebushye oye patients ama whereby yershen easy cry
na doc yenhye yen ambulance report no ama yati asese ye wo sinto ewo ambulance krompo a efa chasa we de no koye say ye fa ne vitals inconsistencies na ewom life support ne akade bi eni ho eyade adada mudwumade mo witness ewo ye ambulance ne mu a eye challenge ma yen na
koshonyo oyazo ho anaze ye chino wo ha ye mbonchin oyazo ho nyama bebre wo ha facilities ne bebre ihe mpo ya fa opportunity ne za create Charles Emisa Emergency Care Foundation because na ye nhwehwemu wo the mazin we hu the sinto bebre wo ho anya ambulance nkotin hospitals nkakamba na akasin na sinto bebre wo oma oye health workers no so one watch one papa but yeah for opportunity in the okay that means yen training hospitals and come up for no one want to manage more small emergencies ama kasina ba wo esima mo so we tum we no was almost bravery na equipment out on the ambulance ni here so or they abane hwe no ozimo ho expertise be training be no do koda or they anya ambulance nkotin facilities ni emergency capable facilities ni na they ye them tin here so ya that you know NGOs tin here so ya boa tin here so ya that you command day Charles Emisa the mazi you see no onko to biara bio no here no so ya start today ye baby we chi the ye but church yan doctors ni nurses na health workers ni na mes mo ba ya obo manage emergency o ye den pa e bia na o dey refer o ba ye den na refer wo patient dey oboko inti yersum me ye sure da ban so butu wana mo we to wana mo me hu da wo primary health care na but equipment na so be here and all the what show how we use the equipment in na se bo show when him no butu wana mo na the mazi we CPU.
Okay, doc, ye no we no recommendations committee no e de baye ene se adokota fo ya bom di wo nyina no sanctions enkoma wo ye enough emamo anase mo hwe se mo be pagya mo se bia siu kra na mo de mo be siu ko ye ayarsa bia hodo no
asama oye committee na health ministry can honor the nine say ejuma a health worker or your institution in over sanctions worship as those seen or the sanctions nti yenwa jeho and so as an day on for Charles in them and back in time as the mama kind day advocate today Charles ni we be sense CBU see them na mo work for
Enti nya dia mo hwe se bia na ebi suggest family no wo se mo si wo man no challenges a mo nya hwe na ma hwe no ye bi mo negligence enti mo dia mo nkokọ to bia
yentna na American in the beginning the what they na ikufi obushafuni na ye ni faako to de ikufi na ye kokanwa sam.
Okay, so Dr. Matilda Mr. Yebedasi anopay so watimi enyasa akukudru no kra na yedi nkomo enne anopay yedasi pi yenso ni di atri. Yeah, call man so quickly Dr. Mark Ket Nawani or a member of parliament from Adom 106.3 Health Committee and also a board member of HEFRA, a health a facility regulatory agency. Doc, Marche, na etisen.
Hello.
Good morning, Doc. Apom to say.
Good morning. You wala no a friend to crow.
Pachote menka ye pa.
Hello.
Doc Pachote menka.
Okay. Sister, the one the waba kakra.
Me dasi pi and pay any pleasant communication and our conversation. It is a lot of is happening on our health front. Enkoye we committee chairman they make sure say a lot has come to your attention our health system nim.
Your medical match here Adom FM telephone na ma ka there. Morosino. On ya as a fofo na mom oya za sisia no as a country ye no aba ho no oya there you take it very very serious o Sunday ma what report there oya no bad syndrome no Moses no on fa bed ho kra on fa bed ho oya dia ofa anyina Maso me doctor ma memfa mo ho kan. Anyi na ye adwuma wo ayansabia no. O de ye huni pa bobo. No de ye hu de adwuma na yere no. Ya menchaze. O ya ze a obi be friend or a call. Sema Roman sofo be say call to priesthood. Call to be a doctor. Call to be an engineer. O ya de aide ye so me according to the ethics of the profession.
Well, we are pointing maybe fingers at people who are not doing it right, but issues or matters about health, have we given it that needed attention, Anna?
Mama Canada. There's always a diversionary attention. Let me use that word. Diversionary attention. I get more than me. Only there, Sabape. I bet you yachiemu. A big job on Kumle, Ebusu Jennifer. Now, Abona was no. What I shall do. No infrastructure, no worker. No human resource, no worker. No equipment, no worker. No beds, no waka. No yaka the poto ye we jana the ma next time no water through it's your baby for. But in actual fact no my yanka no kwa yanka most city. Papa ya offer the lecture as misa. May so rest in peace. And my condolences to the family. Mostly in here, we need a new hospital. We need a new equipment. Mostly in the day, one who could do hono. Hospital full, and I want to wait more. I am Sabiano. While for we know found bo, as they only see, with a panel, no we no more the few horrible. While for we know found show. Because we don't show what Oyazanka, just simple stopping of the blood from there. Now, after Bope Mujana, as it is in the book, maybe I would now go theatre, or Quaco Yoma, and can what the Madonna, and can say, bring a pay a beauty. And see, Bama, your fans said, a Bambi, Waba, and a Bambi or we should tackle the problem as it is. Only thing that them committee will report no. And then I will share one for the details. But my work and press no. Say there. Most of me Mr. Green and Mr. There, as in for bed, not as in for hospital. No. Or a medical negligence from our own health professionals. I will more hospital.
But Doc, that continues to be the challenge for us as a country and as a people. Even when we set up committees, say the committee in the barbeji bredi abano and wechino enkusiaga in most times. And continuously your health sector is answer a borders on life and death. No, a hono any bring more. Say there are a lot of issues in relation to negligence on the part of health professionals, but most of the time, ekwa hwinsi asutwe bia ni ho bibia ni ho a enough deterrent say sa na muntu no anobe brase kura na say ebinsi biem kura de bia da ye fa ye hodi ni ekọ ni e complain ni e de sha MPP ni e de sha NDC ni afa ye hodi na ye ekọ sa. So at what point and I see pulley breaks no na yema the needed punishment no ejuma to serve as amongst others no, one of the means to regulate the front of our health sector no.
One the nyama sasa. I said them report here we ya wo bonko funzin. Previous report no. Why ya for them nyama no no. Atia na oya hospital ni na wabo. Ente obia ni din biom. Ma beta ni de hospital no was one yanchi for na BB engineer ye. But this time report about no a team who there wabonko for was in ma Minister of Health Mankasa Minya a candle. Wama instructions. There my chief director. The onfong medical and dental council now hospitals now go put your jumano now nursing and midwifery council now Hafra now there one sort the way you want to juma as if you are there Braquando was it them coffin was one fathom or there was one fa or don't go court or don't go court now I offered them Nsem on dia in Ghana, yapere yesu sodo. In the era of social media, abe on yadia fisiano bibia ajunde akatado ajunde obi recordo ajunde obi uhuyaeboa. Before you know no some video will come out. Before you know some voice recorder will come out which will incriminate you. And the health professionals or there alishade you who there Tisiano say better say yuma yes sir so yampere have yuma so have health professional you can resign, but so far as you are a health professional you must work according to the ethics.
Dr. Market Nawani, are you satisfied with that directives and are okay with the directives Health Minister there must say all the facilities are Dr. Foyabo Mudino, they should be given the necessary sanctions. Is that okay with you?
It is in the right direction. No, my American there. Next time, it has to roll up. On your doctor now. But penny be a otia. And now, you know, although a friend will be Sunday, now a year abaze. You see, sometimes we people have to resign. They have to resign voluntarily. If you can't lead a place properly and make sure that it works properly, you have to resign. It's as simple as that. So not only the pawns, look at the pawns and before them at some no, and now work at some at some no, they're watching there, and you be a pay who so what say the master me now buzzing away found.
Well, but it's increasingly worrying the rate at which Ghana foreign raise issues about health professionals and how they go about their official duties. In fact, I don't know whether Munyasa complains as a committee, and I don't know whether board member Hefra, Sanya Manoso, whilst you are regulating, Sanya Manoso, but to more attention, Anna.
There are so many health professionals in this country. Majority of them are very, very good and committed to their work. I cannot say year and share now as the for bono. I'm a worker and for papa na. And we have to always, like I'm saying, look for what is wrong, name and shame. Look for what is wrong and pursue that person. But mama young health professionals no when you for them. I mean, my age 3 good years as a medical professional. Make sure a papa for be when it was they sometimes even sacrifice their own money, lives, energy for patients. So we need to make sure that Yarka Samna, Yanka, most society, Mama and fire professionals now.
But most of the professionals, when you engage them, they talk about facilities, only a handicap. They talk about even service benefits, and also a coin one way or the other, and acquire a challenge for the business that they find themselves doing. How do you also respond to these things?
It's them narrative, that is the mistake that we make. Mistake I am any day. You just have to no yaka ban one some. No yaka or more equipment. Kakrano we use them a patient one survivor. Now you need hospitals, new hospitals. These are medium term, long term measures. Abanbiaba, oh yeah, Mobitimaye. But in fact, I will buy any health professional. I go to the obi daho na ninsa wapoto. And you be a victim and young she. A better one for the hospital. And Shannon young she. If you have professional, you're from the accident scene. I want to do or your hospital make an accident scene. No business apoto. Mujaraba. Abibi amba wagrim. There everything I am Mujano. Wejina na or friend them. When I go to hospital. Now if why you go other way. How much more Obia Wasiano dinner by hospital. Go to hospital. Ma azibia pede be able to my report now. What's it in all those places? No, not say. No more than Oruguno. Then a report no okay. Whatever the language they use, Mojan Oruguno, no more Joe Gube Bebe no Kuno. No more Joe Gube Bebe no Kuno. And see in a hospital setting, young she. So let us stop that narration now. We need more hospital, we need more equipment, we need more personnel. We need that. No, it makes us to lose the point.
I see. And you better my report na be do money officially. Na you hear how most of the inputs in Bebama. You have a very frank conversation when it comes to our health issues. But yeah, that's it. The angle I also pick careful, pointing accusing figures most of the time at the government of the day, whilst leaving out the players now almost affecting some of these challenges in the in health sector. No, so yeah, almost a hard. Ti ebedin komo more Dr. Mark Ket Nawani Edasi for your time.
Man, we share key findings now.
Yeah.
Almost say police hospital. We know a medical doctor and Marie Kudowo. The professional judgment saying that also koshe chance ebre moja etuno ni ade na wankwa moja tu no maniku no wono bibia to sin ewo ho ukọ Ridge Hospital so a ye board doctor no so ye medical doctor Nina Naomi Eram Adotevi ono so yebo ne din ono so wamfa adwuma ne ho hyehyeye anya adwuma ankohwe nipa na ne nkwa ogina owo ne nkwa nta na ankohwa mo mpo se wo mo betumi a save ne se mogya no MSN dodo ono so no sinto eba wo honom wo kọ Kolebu Teaching Hospital ho na doctors mienu na wo duty at the time a doctor for ma mienu enti medical doctor ni na Naomi Eramado TV na Dr. Aida Druan unti no nipa mienu na ewo Kolebu asa the time wo de chance dru honom wo nyina ampena mua na emogya tu no eku no ukọ ye friend saying Kolebu won so a Dr. Genevieve Aja ono so ye medical doctor ono so sasem kro no a o manpa branch na hwe na emogya tu no eku no Ridge Hospital hodon so no araba kono so emergency one my friend Mr. Kosua B Texan ono so anya na dwuma yie na ukọ Kolebu Teaching Hospital so Miss Joyce Daisy Nelson ono so wanya na dwuma yie na ma owura no ehwe ne nkwa Miss Salamatu Alhassan Edu ono so wo mo kyese wanya na dwuma yie no so Kolebu hono a na wo mo ema owura no ehwe ne nkwa nti no de wo mo aye sanction say ye betwe wo maso aso say asotwe no ebeyesen na baako a twe maso eye doctor baako a so no wan no crunch committee no ba o man ko details ebia nso we ni PowerPoint nti ebia the full report no and be contain yes Dr. Anne Marie Kudowo no ono no wo police hospital omo se wan no kra anche committee no nti eno no maka say she was untruthful to the committee as to say edi no kokan ye aso sa semben no de call ya o hwehwe mu hunu say na wo boa no I will say yenya the full report na ebeboa yen na yate ase wo no yenti no ye better Professor Badu Akosa.
Yeah, but there's a lot happening health
Oman,
there's a lot happening there. There's a lot happening there. There's a lot happening apart from say abuse patients no a doctor for a nurse for other professionals there's a lot happening there.
Na ye hay no asa obi kwaya sabia so na wo free mu a ye fan say normal Oman ye fan say normal na senka ye bie ye nipa na ye hu a ye behunu say wo mu sesa nipa koya omoje enkwade na so mu kuyen so pa
that's a lot happening. We all have to pay attention. That's why onyame wa dom na onya nimdie ene ntitiye wo eyapomuden a odi hwe nipa ho a ese obro ho ase na ojibere because wan says obi kura ya de na oba wo no odi na tema na otiatia no onipa nti bia wo mu na o sa de ateni ehia na o sa e de ehunu. I don't know why some professional people do that because onipa no yade ono no yade na o yade na de open nyina ne se obenya yade sa eti wona sa bre ne kura no esa nimde ne ntiti a wo no ogibre na okrokro no anasa obeka kase bia na obehwe nimde a wo na timdia to
unni abotra oman unni abotre nkoye ne se oman me wo hayi maka che oda se me hu so obi ekoya mu a mintimi me hu so obi kura wura ho a na me wura ho nti mintimi kura nkoye nurse adwuma. What because all brand one her crime no be so ama just say how no crack akoye kese it minim say enyam adwuma no ena me dia betra me radio so ameka ma asem ya me dia kasa tintin
Dr. Mark Ket na one you say free adwuma free adwuma free adwuma
oh but ye fan say adwuma ni wonto ama no bia ye ya no na ni kire ho
that is the danger
adwuma no to bia ye no na ni kire ho
that is enya akoma no enfiri akoma mu ye mi akra me bua wo yare me bua obi na wo wa be pi
wa sire adwuma eya badaye adwuma sansa semba akopa obeka che obi kra tumi sanipa ne yare odroni tema obeda na dia kire nipa no emma na achese akoma toyem.
It's not to lump all doctors or all medical professionals together, but sometimes they be ada na comprise call they be ada meka ahwe doctor na oni fie wa nim kakra na we mranti a doctor fo ni bia maka choose makota doctor ni ma ye prese ye de yade fo akọ ogina fo zu ana weekend party okoe no one ne nan fo ti asema ye ka chi na no eno aso de pen secret aso o chro sa ade aye ka no kora no onti o but o phone su no odi nkomo o mu share party na se no until say Bejibri tiano ansa na o pacho no na watro ne omanyina wia o director ma tegina fa komo
ntia watro
dia ne kan say dia na o tie ntia watro say do we bai
yasemu
dia na o tie So yes, doctor for na nurse for ne pharmacist na for yen kase mu nyina no prekope no. We acknowledge that. Do na ye adwuma.
And man so they know themselves say ebi mu so ban nye. Omo ni mo ho pa o. Se bi ya de pa ma obie phone lines na no I so hospital se me madan cha de ba ye. Obi ba no obebo hospital bi din no oda o mase. No obo hospital bi din no oda o mase. Ebe ye adwuma ne pa wutu so nipa yi eye passion your friend ya media man say wo adwuma ne koda koye. Enti yesremo media na mede wo radio so ayede kasa yi wo so de so betena yare sabia na wahwe yen sempo no na nya no ne de wo pɛ na kwanya ne bɛda ho wo pɛ adwuma ya na ade koye a adwuma de we learn on it sua na kokko na kita wa wo de ba ye no me pacho daroma aita wo wasori afiufi a wo ba adwuma wo bofu wo fie de wo tie no oni mo ha na wo de ba no ntimfa wo ha no mesue ne so de wo be hwe no oni mo ha wo wo mu ofie enfa wo ha wo mesue sa nipa no be ye wadwuma se de wo se wo ye no ne ko na mu pay attention enura ye gide ko meka ma campaign se dura me kwa ya sabia ne de ma me o man me di bomu de ya me ya de wa kenkan ne sa nuru wo kra metumi eseti hunu aduro no kra na adwuma be ye nyina ade a me de kwa ya sabia ne dura me ba ne ma me sa atimita lumi fantre no say malaria duru ma fa malaria anko ene ehwe me so yanka nchem se me wo malaria nti oman me hunu ye no kra me de to nchen ma anom because me hu se enye ho ya re na me de koye and so like say nipa no pharmacist no na baby a mete won kokko no na yase wona oye pharmacy wo hono enti me de to no man me no na ada enuro ni wie ye na menya akọ na ye ono na ochem se sa aduro na eka ho no enye madura enti ma me nom iti ba mi wa na obedura wa sa udidina na anu bi sa bre no a ti se nya se mi ame hunu se da bi de me de ko enye ho aduro ni a enkoban ka me nom ye ena me bi sa se tin ka ye pane a ye de ma wa ye se ye de kobo wa
nka de asefo fra
nke ye de abom ye wie hu ohun nti no yesemu titu mu ba bi a ye bom pane ahun pharmacy honom ni ade no mo adwuma na ye critical because adun bo no ye de ma wa no wo no no honom ampo ansa na wa ba fie.
Okay, so Yanko Eyahomano Shona President, Ghana Medical Association. Era Ernest York, Yenen Enchuchinkomo. Era Doc, Machena Bokodie.
Well, Midi Bicha with you for Sina. A boko so in your boko, I'm saying in reporter and Ramodanity, investigative committee, a minister, SATSA. You unfortunately free mono almost circumstances surrounding you nafi I will say measures we are on the way to put in place to improve the system, and we all heard what they said. Unfortunately, even from the Ghana Medical Association, you a copy na immediate copy but senior tiwo radio suni TV so if your radio suni if your TV say tani tie dia well yedi kan we are happy say ya dia to say there's a wider systemic issue it goes against emergency care and the optimum delivery of emergency care in this country. I was called before our committee, and we made our intentions and what we think known. Say one, defect or emergency care in this country, one, a systemic. Two, a started from a bra ambulance driver be picky patient, or bra one for hospital say acquire one some the patient number. Now put to prove or the patient ABC emergency care anymore, both a queen or no more than one mercy. And emergency drivers and ambulance technicians, they are not well trained. It's a bleeding out the ambulance, be bleeding out with the hospital. But elsewhere, they are trained to even administer first aid ambulance. So, they can resuscitate you. Ambulance numbers very few in this country, and now we do hospitals. So the attitude of practitioners, we are oxygen, I did very sensitive patients, and even bed management within the hospital. How our patient to me that emergency check or well, thank you, coffee, and not say, you didn't call what they come down before proper. And $70 will be brave. And we are happy said the system, the investigative report captures these things. Of course, let me say in Atayati, me sure say nka baby sabat. I mean, concern, come myself. Some of the people involved, including doctors, have been referred for disciplinary proceedings. We are not here as an association to defend anybody. Say Ampase Obi Anyen Edumeya. Well, it's okay, and it is right for them to answer questions. Intermediate, we are not opposed. What we are opposed, and they say, yeah, you be use almost as scapegoat. Now, you just can't name us. I can't say, "Uncle, for the future, oh man, you money, my ye." Into no, you ain't sure, so. I know they are empty. Then, as Christian Crabbe bar, it will come from a thoroughly done investigation and a fair investigation that establishes indeed say they did something wrong. But let me say here and now, say we should not use them as scapegoats. The problems are many, and every facet of society is involved, including the policymakers, making resources available to be able to, expand emergency service, train more emergency physicians, provide incentives, we know the solutions has been perfect. We've also spoken to it many times. So we are hoping that going forward, all of us will come together and, make sure say what ought to be done is done, but not use the disciplinary measures against the doctors and the nurses as a scapegoat to, about the issue or on the issue.
Well, Doc, me know beya dear, but with your experience and now president of the Ghana Medical Association, I'm not sure. So this is the first time some of these news are pleasant about table lead to negligence on behalf of a professional, a doctor or nurse. That's where the challenge is. As to say that chain of challenges are a free policy maker i.e. the ministry and the service any chain is the last person. We agree, we admit that forever these challenges are there. But kakrana amwanya no and the penmu bi atwra bre me say bank for eteti omodwuma for a bar customer service na a doctor for na nurse for so the say bi mo so santete no munya bi ana because clearly o hwe report we dia na ni nsunsan so nyina ne say eye esinto aba a professional person na dwumadi mu ana de how we nyina ediaba. That's where the contention is. Nobody doubts mo modern boy mo body abo Ghana for. Nobody doubts the professionalism. Nobody doubts the challenges that you go through even in making sure you save lives as a result of abia abanso ne fabia so ya onye. But once duty has called you, where lies the excuses again?
Nifa baby me ya adwene or who say the doctors or I think we should broaden the conversation. The health professional or the attending health professional has a duty of care, and that is not in doubt. In fact, as doctors, we have sworn an oath, to uphold what is right and to treat our patients with all the fairness. So within the medical profession, we have our own code of ethics. The Medical and Dental Council has one, which demands on every doctor to do what is expected of you in a professional manner under the circumstances that somebody will say, or somebody comes to evaluate your work, and say what you did is the best under the circumstances. So that is the general principle, and we uphold that. I am a teacher of ethics, and I teach in the medical school as well. And this is what we imbibe in the medical students. And I say, school soon I say, go through all ceremony. We go take them through ethic and professional, uprightness. But of course, like we all know and with experience, you can teach or lead the person to do the right thing, but it's true or no, so it be an acquired there any say way. And we are not saying say there be doctor be any there be that. What we are saying is yes, it be because you see what is going to happen is that they are going to go deeper into the issue. Until say disciplinary proceedings ended, we can't say for sure say somebody did wrong or right. Of course, the committee might have had some preliminary, findings, which is in the context of a broader, examination of the emergency care system. I think you go into much more detail exactly what the doctor or the health professional did, whether it is right or wrong under the circumstances. It is until at that stage when the final verdict is made that we can say that they are wrong. But granted, let's even say that they did wrong. We are not saying that it was right, never. But what we are saying is that let the process be fair, just, and let it be equitable. But beyond that too, a conversation in say Dr. B and nurse B na one BB. Let's use the opportunity. Look at the wider systemic issues from the hospital to the other hospital, and the hospital must call the next one and find out whether there is a bed. Bed in a no, a bit me a tricky stroke patient because stroke patient na medeneba. And I say accident victim na medeneba more competence. One find out the number. And yes, over be do and give you beka sebia stroke company on the Fanico region, not the Fanico 37. I didn't answer member Kolibu Krano. You national dashboard electronic house bia. E wo fa ye hunu se Kolibu Empire 5, region Empire 6, 37 Empire 7. Into no ufi so Germany first over Kolebua. On fresh asking the Kolebu and Pass into all the one quiet bedju. That system no so center no Africa Kolebuse will be but on other places. So all these things are there. Ambulance numbers no issue. There are few. You and now know say sometimes when they before the ambulance moves around, this a wild do start.
That's correct. I do too fuel.
All these things must change, and that is a collective part. That is where we are coming from. Dr. B and Boni.
But Doc, how do we minimize and avoid because my now for a doctor for me so as a text say na ye be kono so dia then they also demand of what the policy makers and so moye and almost no on that tangent say ye kuye ho aye adwuma in the midst of all the challenges that you go through now will be share as scapegoat to there we also advise ourselves when the medical professionals start talking like this and you're healthy for us all of us. They see the report as victimization.
No, I think that the commentary that is coming, suggests doctors that's the only problem. One, and that's the next in fact, the conversation between you and I now, reinforces that fact because all your focus, which I agree, should also be on the doctors. But there's a wider systemic issue. Wow. And if we forget and not tackle that and just focus on the culpability of doctors or nurses in this matter, 5 years down the line, we'll come back and talk about the same thing. And the patient will work from not just 3 hospitals, but we transfer to about 5 different hospitals and nothing will happen. Because if you will do no oxygen, and if you will do hospital, and penny one because one free and son of So we are saying that let's pause. Yes, they be referred for disciplinary proceedings or to undergo disciplinary proceedings. It's okay because that is for me and for us the right way to go. But let's not use them as scapegoats. And we policing the issue. We engage our members and see say that they are being treated fairly or not. But once that is done, let the process go on and then the outcome pronounced. But as a practitioner myself, I'm a potential patient because you can't assemble too. Let's use the opportunity. No matter how tragic, so unpalatable it is, this should never happen again.
Okay.
It should be Ankasa responsibility. Let's use the opportunity to solve it once and for all.
In your estimation, your thinking is that we are scratching the surface of a bigger challenge in our health sector. Is that the case? In common idea, no judy say asemno enino na ye hwekeke na fapem na nkasa ewo ho mresantia ekoso de sa esintone highway ba no de ye ntachi yankazanti we should look at it holistically rather than scratching the face.
Kamia say oma hinsan conversation yako. In two headlines now, doctors referred for disciplinary proceedings. 6 or whatever health professionals found culpable. which may or may not be true. Probably let's assume it is true. Okay, undergo the call this one proceedings. I can't say okay, the one year where you may continue 6 months, and I say you found you with an AOC. Does it solve all the problems in the emergency care system?
No.
And the answer is obviously no.
No.
Yes, let the process begin with the health professional, but take a back seat or a step back and look at all the problems, what everybody can do. You, the media, the policy maker, funds, policy. We don't even have an emergency regulation or bill or whatever in this country. There was one policy document in 2011. It is not fit for purpose. It must be reviewed so that, and also look at how to bring the private sector in. Conversation is the private sector never remove. But hospitals, other big places, they have the facilities that sometimes the government hospital don't have. The Nyahu became a center of COVID treatment during the COVID outbreak. Well, we should broaden the conversation, so that we do what is expected, considering all the shortcomings in the various, jigsaw, in the equation, so that the people of Ghana, knowing that, will know that, God forbid, at the time, will cancel baby, not say, will be family in the medical hospital, I'll receive the emergency care. Me Ghana for ya or mine. There are two government officials there, and many of them, a bit will taxi move, a bit will, pick up move, so there's a problem that we should sit down as a nation and solve.
Well, Dr. Ernest York, may I sure say the Ghana Medical Association show enche Yebekinkai will release on this particular reporter Abba, and maybe the way forward is somebody suggested their mind, because just like you said, a bit of bad press for our health professionals, which I disagree. I feel that no, I disagree, because both the bad press, my health sector, as if they are not doing anything. Inti nipa ba community be due mu a ebi omomode mbo no ayesin to we can talk about it, but there's a whole challenge when it comes to your health sector, which needs to be addressed holistically. Inti medase Dr. Ernest York, President, Ghana Medical Association.
But my man can say it is only about bad press. So.
Oh no!
I think the listeners should get it there.
No.
I'm saying yes, there appears to be bad press.
No. But the point is that I'm also into it. I'm also into it because we revere and respect the medical profession to the heights. But I agree, say, quite discouraging when some of these things appear, because but to say, it puts a certain fear even in the patient, which is not healthy. So we can discuss it. Every profession, media, I mean, say when you say 100% right, sir. Every profession. So clearly, there are such people in every profession. How we minimize them or eradicate, is the conversation. Then the responsibility of government after government, so a conversation a bit more. That's where I am coming from. Medasi President, Medasi P, Ghana Medical Association President, Ernest York, no what is happening in Abonkowe. Ye kwa umana so quickly na Yera Simons Keura, PR Emma National Ambulance Services. So yena na chuchen komo. Yera Simons Keura, marche na hoye.
Nyabena dome hoye.
Well, ye na ambulance won't come on as I one time kakaye ye hunyo me a fire ambulance services no. Na ye kase the service no ye
obetima ma won so kakra.
Otimeni ye say.
O say
better.
About voice na wo for. My clear about voice na wo for.
Okay, I mean busere so ti oni ya na fe.
Kera, otimenka.
I'm a chon kapa, Obana and voice yet.
Okay, that's Senewa Bre and Opa. Megidi say committee report na ba and seme woman when you be a can unya yakrana PowerPoint the no media presentation no ya hunu bi challenges a wo ambulance service. So we cross be a to yenya access na ye bre no a akade a wo se munya wo ambulance mu akasa no enwie peye sanity.
If you can come again, actually, Sikakra. What's the Acadia Yenya or ambulance?
Acadia, as I say, what your ambulance, no, Emania effective, any emergency, bet me around the next health facility in any or.
But that's it. Me feel say, when your friends, say, young Casanfa report no one as I can, my main kind, under committee now. Or more Professor Juman, but do Akosa committee now more health minister, say, or more share sense no more. Edu or more report on by no. Now report on so by no, I'm say, will be a big to say, or more National Ambulance Service. Any crew now, more yegma or no abaso. Me gina self deal with so an opportunity I don't for with your mind. Now, my boy yes crew now or more cycle crew no me bomb my basso pa jumade omodi professionalism our committee no so credit dancers say yeah staff no emergency staff no or more juma pa me feel say anka na ya offer me ka me feel say anka o first question no will be centered on report no fa yeah hono because since about 4 institutions now involved. 4 institutions: National Ambulance Service, Police Hospital, Rich Hospital, Kolebu Hospital. And say, Obia Nyan share. Now, share no dear, Dimo Papa, the Fisher and Canobe highlight of the program. And yes, I did medical, I can say.
Debbie, Kera Nyabote Mame, as someone bisa wono, Otiasie.
Acadiano fine.
Because meba nyabotre reporter Professor Ajima Badu Akosa mo de baye boy amane se eba no eniema akadia muhia wo ambulance ni mu a ye lake nioma enti na me bi sa wo se de o makanie because vitals krompa na so wo mo efa no committee report no mayati ase se na inconsistency se wom life support ni akande bi account krompa no so krompo mu hia no eno so kra na enhyeda nya effective intena maybe sa wo say sa akande ye kan is that the situation na ambulance service mo wo mu ana ntu ka say am ambulance de na anye ase a priority no casamenti ase
okay fine me that say akande no wo ambulance mo de adwuma no ye nyina beje tu say sa if you deal with ambulance service na buy na keka be 5 years in the 6 years na team bia ka say ambulance if you deal akande na wo sa if you deal mu na ka ni mo edi adwuma no edru be bia na say chance na ni mani bi so ebi essay and I say ebi yedada so mean to me can say yes or no. But make my say ebi wo but ana make no ache say you renew yenya foforo na edishim na ebetumi aye dwuma senia obi expect and the committee no can say an inconsistency or ni many money yeah fine it could be so but the issue is as I say ambulance no aye osisi no yenya replacement yenya nima foforo abetumi di ehwe Ghana for enti mint ka say ebi wom but anya ni nyina na be 100% complete because anya foforo bio
na sa to said dia wo kan no mo realize yate ana mo be na motu afa ho responsible na ba wo sa issue no
yeah some say in ambulance bar from the year 1 to year 5 nyina very good inti enam say we ambulance we na chenti yeah and say na say the trigger say aban no a person ka all the new ambulances F400 eba so aban say obenya afidie foforo emaye I move bia be complete but before then foforo na beba no ne wo no so yeso yeguso a ye emu adwuma biomedical engineers be adwuma sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ a ɛbɛtumi reactivate enema no bebree a ɛnyɛ no nti yɛgu so adwuma because ntumi mfa ambulance tebia bibi nyɛ no, we have to make sure say bibi a will be a function case be or the type of ambulance being another type of FD and a cardiac war ambulance in the need be and this will be free now say this cardiac now and I can say out of commission nipa brain tank yes into way and I'm beginning so the church and we can say out of commission be a what free case now friend we hear oxygen now say oxygen so you need and now say oxygen I want to say and I say oxygen need cylinder anymore say out of commission so I say be a car best a car no SM kwan out of commission and then you ma enti me gina sa kwanya we so the Ghana for say in case of my friend be say oxygen dependent case na say be a ambulance no to me I can say oh ambulance in the but I say nipa no further approach to know the why ambulance no say be say and I say BBC no they have the right to ask. So we are making a lot of move. I bet you make sure say service papa I say deliver Magana for no you be deliver. We are not resting. Yeah tnafako. And fire and share them from say and yes we are doing very well. And government so senior bench mania funding be ADSCC cars no and now maybe any for a better an AD some of all these things are going on and in Tina that's so a humano into service no problem mean to make us say problem but it may be a challenges or fine the challenges are there but we are trying to overcome the challenges. All right.
Yera Sebons Kera, do we need more ambulances?
Papa, you be on say, the Dika 400 ambulances. The population of Ghana, we are running over 31 or 30 something million population. And per WHO standard, no, say Ghana, you 1,000 at least, about 600 and something population per ambulance. And I can say about 600 and something population per ambulance. We haven't reached there. So ambulance is there, and now even more than 1,000. Oh, my more in the Beji. In ambulance in every part.
You have the personnel to man our ambulances for us?
Yes, we have personnel. And personnel currently with the size of ambulance, the personnel are there. But we are also you may be every day you may be influence Adom. Binumo ejuma, binumo equal retirement, binumo so many things. So the same thing as ambulance. So we need personnel as well. So government is working on our clearance. Saying more clearance. I bet you me a training personnel account. Every year we need to augment our staff. And there is a human institution. But we need to replace them. We need personnel. We need equipment. We need ambulances.
Ubeti mi aboye ye kasa sisi o my Ghana ye ambulance ne do say. Those
for now I can't give you the number because you call for a purpose for this particular issue. And the number of ambulances in there. If you want it, we'll give it to you at another time. And I would we can furnish you with the details because I don't need to be giving figures and you're correct. You need accurate because I don't have a very big network. Information about out need to be accurate. So if you want this information, we are ready to give to you, but I can't give it offhand.
Now, I'm over two saying.
What's saying?
Saying I'm over 2 years.
Send a bit to you.
Yeah, ambulance saying number 2 years. Send the 100 notes and the baby.
Maybe there's some ambulance. It will be sent again a bit to you.
Send I'm over 2 years.
Send a bit to you, dear.
When I say saying I still say I don't reference A and I will be. I'm referencing that a new administration has taken over. It is saying
This is a new conversation. I'm telling you, this is a new conversation. You need to let us have your synopsis, and I will equip you with the information you need.
Okay, Kira, Midibesia, Medasi. It may be a next line of conversation around the number of ambulances they say they're in use and acquire first be procure new ones account.
Yes, you are welcome. I don't know ambulance in Ghana for their taxpayers' money, so they need to have information about what they have. And you are welcome. I'll be expecting you.
Actually, Medasi P. Say Simon's K. PR National Ambulance Service. No, electoral and cement cows to what? Electoral and cement cows say one go show now. Trainable Sumi be an only at Chedia. Down. Oh, electoral and say Koto LED smart TV, split air condition, double door fridges, auto grill gas cookers, washing machines, sound towers, microwaves, blenders, and mobile phones in the Kakahua. So free Samsung TCL media NAS and NASCO phone. You are just dialing star 928 star 888 hash. Now, if you are a part of the weekly and monthly draws, we are approved by NLA on the Caritas platform. Electoral Ghana Limited say rewarding your patronage the big way. Almost means Sankai will say terms and conditions are applicable. I'm saying, Namasa Akabi say we are still buying fuel from one source. And that source is Star Oil because of high quality fuel, great service on my and a real value for money. Into over 240 stations on my baby and Star Oil, you bet your service. You choose Star Oil for quality and affordable fuels. Bank of Ghana Gusubo on Kai say unim na say I mean the 20 and 10 and 5 pesos about us also on year emra etia. Inti one catch was under sections 4 and 5 of the Currency Act 1964 Act 242 no uni bia na adia Ghana ya jia tum say a legal tender edidi dry edit to adia edit to na obeka se wonye no saa nipa no emra no etwe waso a ebetimi de wakwa afiase anase ebetimi afine unti hye so say 20 pesos 10 pesos 5 pesos still is a idea legal tender you so on mining. San como ebiana person tia say ya for number way 059 3974486 and I say open so the email to now don't send to complaints.office@bog.gov.gh. A Bishop person called Bia on office one so Financial Stability Department 4th floor Urban Block the Bank Square Bank of Ghana Accra. Now I feel to tell yourself so I can say only on Indi Juma but I do see careful no worries or the answer will send the keke no long stories just that peace of mind into bed dial star 110 hash and I saw download the Telecel Play app to see the very safe secure in terms of transactions. I mean, if you go through a napano.
Aye, man. Nyame ya doma kwasida ene ya woda efida memenda ne kwasida nanom nyina da 10th May. It is a umame ewo ho umame dia dini ewo ho want to be wo sister bia oye enna ema wo prekope ewo ho no ma celebrate sa enna no na yenyema ne nyefe. Nyame adoma kwasieda yeguso a eton ticket no medical che wo se obetumi abaye ha sei ye reception ho obedura wo se wo to na ticket anopa ya me wo ha ya sei menya messages obisi wo abna me send sika ma na eto ticket no uni problem so pesa wo ye ne sa metona dano nyame adoma Sunday me ba aviation ho ntem to bedura na waje ticket na ja wawrem na ye nyina ye de akọ ye nigeda ye enanom da enapa ehoye na ye kasa enapa nso na ye nokre obi adi adanse obi hye ne experience a chewa na obehunu se emu ya se bi adru sei na ma mini ho ya woni ni bedi but it is war wadaroma wadaroma bomodin na eto ticket no number we Mr. ya menfre wo de send sika no call message na obenya no keep message no e ma yen da no so a wo de message ne ba na ye koyenim 0593 038 76 na Thomas nyu be na ye wo de pa me ba beje moja ayu number now would be ticket now there be dia sapa Thomas e perform 0593 038 ayowa 769 0593 038 769 and no any number no edin beba e multimedia group limited Mr. Menfre ofra obi amfa it is send bia wo to ticket no 4 auto 5 auto 10 send the code number no so na ekipi message na ubenya no so transfer message no keep because e dey multimedia group limited into the bar na ya share na ya di hujuma bomoden na etoma yehia wutwam ha so betumi abefa wo ha anasa beto wo hanom Pa Thomas eba Hanamafo eba na Florence obinim eba ya mai Rachel Van Dyke ensoma owini ye winners ne bako Van Dyke eba the righteous eba sanso na Queen asi enso beba abe perform ama ye maame no ma ebeba aduane wo ho aduane no ye bedia ye di na eba ati ase enwom so ye bedia sa games wo ho chese it will be a full fun day ya e wo se wo ba edo maame no eba bi ticket ye 50 Ghana per head to know mama 100 onu nuanom mo ye 5 anu waka calculate na ye nyina ya ba edo do abebodom to man
okay edosia
Mate, hey, na me birthday.
Birthday be my OPBD.
Adom FM 106.3.
Only God can stop us now.
106.3 FM.
Adom FM 106.3.
Only God can stop us now.
106.3 FM. Radio it's a CCM wow macho. Oh yeah. Radio it's a CCM wanga so macho. Oh yeah.
Class, they are not as loud as their voices sound different now, almost nice, and somehow you actually enjoy spending time with them. Luckily, some things make it easier. Start the moments that matter with Munchie chocolate chip cookies and experience the unmistakable crunch of chocolatey joy.
Munchie! This advert is FDA approved.
Chedia Kesio. Electroland Ghana Limited, yeah. Mamo. Chedia Kesie. For our loyal customers, because your loyalty deserves more, Mamo. Chedia Kesie pa. Big rewards for you and me. From Accra to Tamale, all over Ghana. Electroland, yeah, #1. Just buy your favorite Samsung, TCL, Media, and NASCO Electronics from any Electroland showroom or authorized reseller store nationwide. Dial *928*8888# or go to register.electrolandraffles.com and enter our weekly and monthly draws and stand a chance to win big. From TVs, ACs, fridges, gas cookers, washing machines, sound towers, mobile phones, and more rewards just for you. Approved by NLA Characters Platform. Electroland Ghana Limited. Rewarding your loyalty the big way. Terms and conditions apply.
Enjoy homemade taste of Shito, always with Didi Shito. Made with carefully selected ingredients, no preservatives, no colorants.
Preservative just helps us spice. That's how we taste. Spicy we eat.
Didi Shito, if you do need. This advert is FDA approved.
Oh, by every germs, any bacteria home, I want to sumu. Cleanse hand soap. E kumwa mwa kojoto. Abri bi abe yusubia. Fauronsa. Abri bia de mu ni nyina. Ye wona hodo na ne hwam ne so saa. Ma won sanka cleanse hand soap. Na ka ho asam kira dofo. Na fofo ani abusua nyina. E ma cleanse hand soap empa ho da ba bia wo bia. GC brand ne de. Wonim se eye wontreo. FD age edwadie nkrato ya to.
Germs, that's clean soap, clean.
When I say ABSA, you say yes. ABSA Banking Tea. We go say yes. This 2026 till your jobs but dropping down. Yes, you listening to me right now. I know you get dreams. A work is here. And they work it well. Like me, I want to buy that Porsche car. I've been dreaming of. I move into my dream house. No landlord will send me a bill. Join the ABSA family and let's help you say yes to your dreams with tailored banking solutions from loans, mortgages, credit cards to digital banking and more. Make 2026 the year of yes with ABSA. Your story matters. Every buyer, Nasika mania hun sensem bebre.
Me de wusika na mane ka funeral.
Antibia na momu buy, or the 2 million be share wunsa.
Ah, gosia. When the name remodi sika twitwi nanti. Abra obetimi dia fa moboso.
Eno an se wodi wunsa be boso keke. Sika no be ko ententemu a asembia eni.
Minsa can invest me sika no.
Mensa ka pension sika no.
Minsa ka loan no.
Momo tijidi a uwoma no ase. Lisanti or the ekwan pa ebebo ye dwumadi ho ban. Ti say South Pin Reset aba. Se de be ya momo ho ban bolo. Ekọ nanim kese. Momo di 0244 300,000 per ene be frɛ. MTN anase momo adwumaye ni biara enfrɛ wo. Enkase for momo pin anase one time password no ma. Afen so be mani sika ma obi a wonim no. Anase untimi verify ni. Approve prompt be a enye wo na wo chance. Momo still unsaka.
MTN.
Waman hene babena sante. Waman hene babena sante. Waman hene babena sante. Watena se wo carry a monte. Waman hene babena sante. Waman hene babena sante. Waman hene babena sante. Watena se wo carry a monte.
Adom FM.
Hey, Takari,
Oh, semben kweni radio we susu.
Mami customer semben.
Show be a Adom FM so na me pesimiti you. Any sami bre.
Oh, ensuretire. Emfa woni baby a wo e wo Ghana memu ha. Connection ni de eye strong pa. Ubetimi eti Adom FM shows ni nyina e wo yen krabata e wo miamia.
Oh, aye no krena no waka no. It is see am what chimani. Me dey ti Adom FM.
Baby a obeko bia Adom FM e ka wo ho. Nyanya ne se yen krabata bi e ben wo no. Ubechi mu radio atoso.
Bebro hasonye Ghana fana baby akasebo yi ya to apete se no ba de na se ne pen na dom wa hye so ma de pa bi aten tete mata bodwe moja edi afosania asidan ko ne de ma de tini enne ya woda anopa yi no si akasebo ai ebe ensem de de mu akotene makoi na ebo ye chidom etia me jeso ene abena pokua renie mene bafo redu amu Jagge was Dr. Sign and na akwasinsia wamo ebo yetidom yati na bayiwa 05 atweyatum live o fe
enne de ensesa vibe ne so de eda honom eye down na asesa keke
no siabo Adom 106.3 104.5 affiliate stations bebro hasonye Ghana fana baby
Adom FM yeah so
Dwaso Nsem on Adom 106.3 FM. Mama Cow say kope oni do no makaka kope oni do no na di hujuma na emo kwansron consequently mesho nido more than 10 reasons why you need to patronize it. Make sure say that smile on your table for your breakfast and all times, you know. Odi nido ebidi juma nti kai hono say biribia dan it should be nido part of the breakfast neoma obe serve na maka so aka say ne absa 4% bi if you rent absa mortgage no one car say you have up to 5 to 15 years depending on the share number kono so on sabeka 5 million Ghana cedi now they ifira na kai hunu sɛ sika so na wogye frɛ mo no so no dia interest rate no fixed na afei na ɛkɔ na ɛba from na ehim na ɛkɔ there be absa say your story matters to them nti biribi ada no wɔn make sure say wo obɛyɛ part of ade ɛbɛboa ma ɔtime dia dance yɛ pa no so dia dance yɛ pa dia fa wɔn munche chocolate make sure I know that work cancer into very crunchy chocolate and perfect for sharing. So into when you obogu and kakra we no so now so the be a mad of 4 AD kama ewa hanum say lawyer the do na friend CID lawyer Kompuku Akwaba
yeah
now who ye
Kumasi bro nubi osi ye denyame da Roma na ye da sotiase ti ye sorry ye koda ise wufo ye niti ye sorry nti na domara kwa na da sotiase ye transfer me ko northern region de na ye punish me
but what pacho into why are we still holding on to this?
Oh, send me and transfer me punish him.
But why are we holding on to this? We are Jumani do call a TV man tema.
A punishment.
I didn't money punishment.
And then the moon up my and
said a lawyer what Babid or a chopper, but why
was even necessary?
Whether necessary or not, so 1 year to make a different ball game altogether. But open new cast no
the chopper no kind be there.
And you son.
Oh, no, such a pabia, some Muslim in Pacho, Sanya money be the
Sana or you know.
Oh, now chopper we back we are.
Oh, sure, can't say ma.
Oh, my penny, a penny cuckoo, or we, mammy, I also chopper salty. Some am in the chopper salty.
And the chopper in your when son.
Oh, yeah, what chopper genuinely through a cumum. So be patchers will be all say, we dear unreservedly. I say, one a year and if I saw inadvertently in a BBC or patchers a genuinely or the Nakumum patcho. Nakobase, I say, ya bona, ya must say, Uncle and Pamocho. Now, who don't him Uncle must say, and I'm at some now make canone, some Moses son, and Pamocho. I mean, those things, oh my. I think so. I mean, yes, that's just by the way. Maybe I mean,
No.
Ghana for that. I don't know what you can catch yourself in me. Oh,
now, dear, now you busage baby. I don't find you. Not alone. Wow, chambers, you transfer, baby.
Yeah, no, you say, who is that could be you or not a northern region, but Sassam with your giant. Go and person by a punishment. Go and staff don't back on almost to feel a punishment.
Well, but when you say the non maker, say, and your cassette, Fatana maker, we could see, say, but
it's you.
Yeah, you didn't come up out, say, well, him say, yeah, you didn't come up out. And the answer, I know that you can appear off on air. But come with you. Ye dear manatra
one in a yard.
Messi, ye dear manatra. I made reference to Utufo or say, I kai was santism. Me a frafreni, it's ya kai with minkai, me frafrasem. The reason I said no kind of funny trasa, we also need to go back to our roots.
Of course.
To make sure.
So obey
because kuntune hwanya
ninchia na ekọ
adenti na hoye be reference
but they say so sabe no say kuntune hwan bi so omun nua kuntu
that's the pain adenti na say reference no awo ho ayi na enim se na mitima aba essence if yen kan wasem but because we have also refused to pay attention to some of these areas no because ye nyina aba betra han say eti nyina na ye chi nyina no ye refi de ekoso ye chi
ye panyufo bebre a okọ omukrom kra dan kromunsi bi ho akwa no akoda hotel papam akodi 2 nights no aba it's wrong
no
it's wrong me say nyame boa menya ska bi a mesi bi wo mi krom
unfortunately say yeah mama no o me pronounce pa very unfortunate say o make that pronouncement very very much
I said we be our regional minister but mama no o pronounce ma so we say ko follow no nsem keka bi nyo.
Oh, beyond this, no, also.
Oh, never can never be in the past. I mean, sometimes.
Kwame.
Pedro Brim, the man of
Anna, on say, Yana, me was soft pulse, man, women in power, and I say women in authority.
Okay.
Because, say, why Yanesa encourage others, Emma or Mumba, Tiana Ba, Nsem, no officer, same way. Say, a bema been a kaya monka and come with Chasso.
Anyway,
because I will move so wrong. But say, oh, yo, but that some I mean, I don't convert or patch or I am vetting.
You know, say a child say across board no more penasim. A child, sir.
Well,
say no be a bit of a no.
Yeah, we stand with you.
And I make catch on
some of the vetting, a mistake. Parliament, I'm why. Because of Bissana, a Bianca, near money be free by Emma, who say, hey, mammy, in a temperament in yet. The public speaking yet until was said on money you see who ni panankasa not to money show access so and we say I'm good at this wait a minute dear and you leader behind about one tibekasa by no obu at the microphone bon coffee ya omduko scene anymore no kasa
Frank as I Pedro no matter say
we say you call a made day no MPP for a regional organizer Ashanti region or organizing made day games ma all officers near there then you could be born ye be born ye America ni be tu ye be duru wie ni ye be kwa na munko free the microphone abom hu mi a honorable person ni we interview am say game nyam na me organize ye nti interview be you know my fear was best start here free games no afobo say
do number be fufu
at that time esu so untimi ntwana no oh me dog you mo kra
okay so Pedro, no what is saying?
Oh my, Yamiadom.
Minerals Commission boko.
Oh, hoboko.
Na party mo say.
Oh, party mo ye say ye announcement say obi opese oye branch executive bia no. Akwanya ba say obetumi afa wo nomination form na wa submit na ya to aba. Ye from bottom up approach. Inti ye branch elections ni wia ye beba ye zona executives no na yako constituency executives ne about region area na national na ebia afi bio echi no ahwe so na yi Frank Atufo nti party ne mu edadin ko me constituency se hwe so a for the entire western north region your regional chairman chairman Michael Edu Big Edu what nomination form nama obia oye branch executive CCI and I was saying to ya with dues so 24 cities and also what we dues nama obia into western of for edanase titu branch executives akai say adwuma omo ye and a day party no aba power into emera so na say ye kwa akoto omo so aba no so if he say the obetumi aye e de abo omo moni enso age party ne a omo sum no ho nte ya de a ya de
I see na Women's Commission the license once a museum jama another day.
Oh there be say me na me director for mineral titles na je say fa say o pay small scale o pay large scale o pay industrial mineral no ye na ye na ye facilitate into we share Article 258 na or say your natural resources no in their natural form no mineral resources na in their natural force in under or in anywhere no omampanyi and ye dia man so holding interest ma yenyina na je say yenyina ye dia o mahini na nam sa na yesan so ebe pass the Minerals and Mining Act 2006 at 703 na section 5 say Omanpeino on his behalf or the Satumina, the minister responsible for mines say on share say ekoba say ye negotiation say ma license say ye revoke ye bibia minister no on of the bema name or the bema dia ebeye on the recommendation of the commission. Nti aye two prone approach commission no emma mineral rights. Na minister ne ma mineral right but minister soon to me farm abekra commission no any recommendation ti ekwan e betimi afa so recommendation say was say application na nipa no pese wode enya mineral rights no the back minerals commission ti yewo exploitative licenses ne wo exploration no to say wo pay recognizance wo pay prospecting and ideally no anka wo gi a untumi mfa nkoye mining wo de ne say wo de kwa recognizance wo de wani kososo ho say Adom FM ha kra no ye hu outcrop bi wo hanti ye nkonkohwe ne yi ne hu say bibi wo ho na wabeje prospecting no prospecting ne de mra ne ma okwan say obetumi atutu fom na wo de apɛ wa fa sample a wo de betumi akwakoye asei na we mo hu say wo ba ne sei ne wo ha na watumi determine say ne ma men konkoje the ye fa no exploitative licenses ni bi and ye mining lease no patch what you say and for large scale small scale there ya any say Ghana for kwanti eguso ye applications daily I think say me how many eba small scale there about 50 or more applications and eba nti time bia there me ka kire nkofo ni say o pese wo your application na wo just small scale teach the wa e wo say wo call the district office because I know beboa e wo say ye pre-license inspection nti omo district officers ni nim ba bia ye obi tumi be sha ase wo nkran ha ye be wie no obi de ne de bra me na me free district officers ni so omo nkoye pre-license inspection omo kohwe na ese ensume but sanka no what you scan every scan so you refundable why application every but before say okoye application now call district wa now chiro mo say we coordinates ni ha na person okoye on betumi a chiro say o e ha de e bia pylon bi wo ho e bia installation of national importance bi wo ho nti yentumi enye nti licensing koso ba ma hini ma menka say e bra ye wo position no enipa binum e kan say o passe o kuntia illegal mining na ehun kohia se obema license bebre samere no na men support we nem so men support. It is not my position based on my experience in the mining industry ene de mahu ne de menim no ntino me gidi say ekwan ye betumi a fight galamsey an illegal mining ekwan ni bi ne say ebema more license nemum ye de mawia ye behwe say ye be proper regulation na ye tumi a monitor into the inspectorate division of minerals commission and I say be hye mu kinane afa nipa bebre na ye tumi e de ye ni abo akire ehu say obi bri a ya man license bia no he is mining according to law na on koye ono anade na say koba say ye say ye pese 2 galamsey asenti ye mass small scale licenses bebre dia say ne na nipa no because omo apply a won fa mo no omo apply kra no omo nyai mine no oman no mo wase ho omo tu form no na e normal mienu oman ni nya sika mfrim because say ye man licenses nti untumi enkoje the revenue was e ba oman ni ho no one say ye man licenses a obetua wo annual mineral right obetua wo stool land sky was e ko ho every production bia obeye bia no regulated nti o man be nya ne to wo so nya free ho de to so mienu no want to me and regulated de enya wo na wo de maye you can't control what you have no power on nti Latin no lawyer for mo say nemo that code non habit you cannot give what you don't have no enya no man license to ko na wo ye de opia bia untumi enko ka hwe wo ho na no me call Tanzania wo mani ho ya de me ko hu wo ho ne se omumpo de so mo hu se obi ye illegal mani wo Adom FM ha ya e beba ye be ma license wo ho na fe dia omani ahye se abawo so wa hye se so etua wo to nti media I have heard the view in opposition and now say the way to fight illegal mining no e kwan ni bi ni say ye be ma license na ya ensure responsible mining.
I see. Wow. Very encouraging. In opposition, that was your position, and now in power.
And they say maybe share very drastic opinion, be a bemu for support, but that is my position. That is how I am.
Really?
Yeah. Just so I make.
Any the way.
Any you can say me, yeah,
share with us.
How many? Me now I say, and this how can you? Is he? And can you say a young command? Won't show me a champion. Nani Sammy, Ramena, and I say, I know come we are done for the dada. And I said, before she had debated, as a book with if you go. Honorable, nothing besides to say. Aspiring national youth organizer of the New Patriotic Party, former DC.
Yes. I feel bit asem hot.
Man so adu bia. Me nua na hot say.
Enye. Amamu onim koyi.
Amamu papa Ghana fo nyina ba bia obefa bi obi ase.
So ma mentiu.
Me nua. Nkomo we ni sanka edi. Na NDC ni MPP so no ma bi so. Nti se NDC fo wa ban mu a e wo si ayeka yensem, MPP fo so wa ban mu a e wo si ayeka yensem. Omahini se party ba ban mu na wonya lucky na wonya appointment a it comes with responsibility. Now, apart from responsibility, no, I was so who say that kwamano ubebu nkonta. Na no ma miensa. Ida say position na ye the amount or the amount obetimi agena de. Ana say wo position no kura no ebra ekura wo no sebi obetimi ada obenkum so. Na de toso miensa ne say position no de ode ma wo no ebi obefri ho. Na ye Africa ha no. Ana Ghana the other position in ma wo no we still worship no eya on person aban anim begu ase no ebia na bibia wo ye nye papa nti ye kotwe wo srani abasa na no na amahene ma Pedro position hwe de wo ye nti na yakata so nti mostly no wo day of accountability beba abra na wuni aban mu anansa wo party ni mpo wa aban mu na mom omampanyin foforo na aba did say meme wo gda say the next election no NDC ne besan so adi nkunim impo sanya omampanyin na eteso no tina je say omampanyin foforo obeba no it could happen say on fa wadwuma nti wunya adwuma e wo say one odi obuo ne ma enhye wutrima enya wutrim kwaya wo de bebre say na de me na manya tumi to sabi wo munipa omahine baby a wuti de wo de wunnim sen yen bebre because wa host on Adom TV we share politicians ahodo bebre na de ne NDC wabemu na yoku ekochi obi a na NDC fo be defend MPP wabemu yoku eye na djuma na MPP fo so defend inti institutional independence any ade owo somo ye in accordance with law no na abuye ni aguso one ye wo opposition no ekwan na yoku any police for any institutions a e wo tumi a etumi efa nkofo no mum se etumi achew based on the law no mo ye na me support me kaseti ai sa position no na me hodu ni sa mre ensesan ene ya se yoko police yo na okochi obi a e wo se eye in accordance with the law emra ne sesen emra se wo kochi obi e wo se wo ka de enti a wo ba bechi no no in the case of the Republic and Asante it is established na oka kire na e wo se wo mani hu se owo hu kwan se obenya mranim nia obegyemu ama no in fact criminal lawyer bia no ade ahia ne pa bebre e wo ni defense mu ya procedure wo e na no na nankofo
criminal lawyer is
criminal law practitioner criminal law practitioner na say say defense attorney bia no ade here na procedure because ade na ye de o client no enunti ye de na back court no ebi mpa na waye na kwan ben na mo fa so de na back court inti law enforcement agencies no yensua de one uchi obia na wo je na no di semwa ye wo kwan ye fa so inti wo miamia wani na wo hanhan wani wo bro no wantwere we yan edru so na se wo be tender as evidence in court wa the lawyer nezi bo adewe
wo share no
wo tata no nti yajitu mwenye onya lawyer papa no raise objection na court ni hu se ampaye tata no ade oye nyina mfaso amaso onze wa bobiaka
with the statement now we take
statement
there should be an independent witness most of them police for na say onu independent witness
defense attorney bia no procedure no no wajo dia ya onfom so no eno na matem bia no say party for opposition ye be che no ye be jeli no oba na ye de ni bra kogu ajaje for so because one follow procedure na ajaje don't me mwa technical issue bone ne bia waye ekwan a wo be fa so achini pano within 24 or 48 hours or say within the court want to be an fanan court jano money bill on a condition na after the year investigation inti ade ba ko a me NDC ni MPP for ya ye no memu ni say ye ma omanfo no elusu confidence we mu cause asamba no kura wo mu no ye mpese ye beka ne saa epese ye ka ema ne chechire ye nua no ono owo opposition no ye nua no wa bem na no eluku bad nkomo we ya ekoso yi senior one of the people I may respect you pa senior Godfrey Dame minchi be free se hwede by enchi efri doma na minim so ono so ye bonchi ti be respecting the pa na mom ade bia esiye emra na owo abamu a be sine yenyi ano eye time a one accused person di nkomo say yenka obi nhemu no because lawyer ni bia nim say ebeye papa say ye be jai obi a waye bone aduokronkron since say ye be jeli ana ye be ma obi a onni fo bakopia kura ebe kwa koda fiase. That's the principle of law. Inti samre na mete ye no ema me ho ye menyi kakra se opanyini de wa me penasem ni de wo ye no ade se we die be si na o ma me yi ano nti ema se ne wo kan sem bia bi tie kakra na aye me na kakra sa withdraw wa nsem ye ba ye hu nkomo yi attorney general eye ni tuwa wade ye n'adwuma article 88.3 ne man ne kwan so no betumi initiate prosecution no na ya man ne kwan say sa prosecution na wo be initiate no sa wo de kodru court na ye gusu edi asem na wo betumi enter bibia ye friend nolly prosecution latin mento aso bio eni asem no ana say wo betumi withdraw asem no na withdrawal any nolly prosecution insusu ye kakra bi ene wom nti yemfa ne say wo de kwadu abobi tansa na wo de ball no ubetumi akoya amendment ba wo hwe fresh evidence a wanya wo susu say ehun nkohia say obeya me ma asem na che na yi nti wo pese wo ye bibia foforo na emra asem no ekoso before say ye be kokura na judge piemu atrase ne ahase ya frɛ witnesses nyina no on the authority of Republic versus Eugene Bafo body no sisi a court ne say obi a wo de ne ba court obebo ni kwadu bia no asem na wo ba be gina so e de abo ni kwadu ni disclosure first na ye disclosure into what ambush litigation ya de abebom na de nipa akwakotum eno ahye asisi ye president case management conference no asha say wa me hu witnesses abe from omo witness statement asem na nkasa kura accused person wo dey bo mo counts ni nyina wo evidence a obegina so nyina wo dey amaye I think say hanan asem ya ye di hu nkomoyi it is at the case management level enya kura enkodru hearing na attorney general said that when you fresh evidence be na sa fresh evidence no okasa okọ speedy trial okasa okọ amende ne charge sheet na be cheni ade into opese or prefer new charges into our withdraw into say former attorney general ye ne lawyer ni okasa na impression akoye say ade omoye no eya ade boni a menene nyaadwe because eya ade a ono onim say me kura say bra no ya attorney general e bi kura ye ti hadi nkomosisi ye yeah, withdraw case be and answer internally prosecute. And yes, some politically exposed person anka omahini we nyase. However, baby, media misusu say ya no cred the omo kano no credia and ye si pa ne say yes ye wie no na yokofu asanso abechi omo ye chi omo a baby omo di omo kwa obi anim lawyer ogira mu agira ama omo so oni hobi say ya no credia ene enya depa omahini memi enso so no ma bi so na woye party ni na wanya tumi na wo ba ban mu a hwe ti se me kan ye no ida se position e dia ma wo bewu aka so e betumi asesan anasa aban sesan beba sa aban na ansesan mfie du achi ansesan mfie num mfie du aduonu achi kura dan kwa ma bi no aban sesan beba nti dia wo ye ne no ka hu se ochina bi ye de beya wa wo be pia na se de wodi ye obi ne no ochina bi ye de ye wa wo mpede a ene memfa nyobi enu nti na ma senior Godfrey Dame mitumi kana asem se de na oye ye no na enye papa nti ene no ye betumi agina so akoka sa asem no eni se ye nso ene ye se de oye na enra na enye papa no ye sa de ne se ne be ye ochina bi nso no obi meka se na say Pedro na ye nipa we nei na ochena mamuo ye mawo kwanya there was who ba kone say there is accountability o man ye timu asise ye di nkomoi obi kura ni ani da so benya 1 cedi di ato aduane adi inti say eba issue on corruption e yo mamu ni nyina na ye ni wa ho na mema ye mpentemu mu ya say ya te say ye say o man hene aye boni nti na say ya crucify ne say ampa asem wo court ayenka ho asem obenya ni day in court ye mra ne say obi bia ye di kwadu bebo no se wadi boni bi no ono no oye innocent onye boni bia until say wona wodi kwadu na bono no ubetumi approve ne guilt enya ono ena we say approve ne innocence on few occasions to say possessory offenses o ma hine ni se wukura tuo because unye police ni unye soja ni ene ehu se wukura tuo eno no de wo na we se wo kire se etuo no wukura no lawful eno enya me America se ni se wukura tuo na wukura tuo no ena we se me establish se so far se ehu se wukura no ene se wukura narcotic ene ehu se wukura narcotic emra no ma kwan mo bi mutumi kura narcotic de wo se wo na wo prove kire se emra no ana ma kwan na wukura sa narcotic anase uni for knowledge of say adere kura no kura narcotic apart from that there other offenses no wa wo bokwadu no una yawo adesoa se obekire se ampa nipa na ye bone anase onye bone eno na court ni begina so na wo de convict nipa na wa man sentence na nkomo aye di kwampokunum se nra omuka no kure emye nyine ye kan se yoko police ene obi bia omra na mani tumi se otumi enforce ye laws no onye no ewo mra kwan so na nkwaye se amanyokuo ewa ba mu a ye pese ye bibi edi please o mo nsa ne be ya aban no ebebo ya baso se dienyu na omo wo position no ye ntieti o mo mfa hodie so anka menyini se sankomo we kura ebe ya de wasi yedi se yoko bechi obi a me ni problem say you could bet nipa because your moduma however omum fa mra kwan ne so enchi nipa na say ye tieti amra ne so a eno na ebe wi akire no na asem na ye ankasa ye pese ekọ ntentem no na esan so 29 from because say me client watching no na eno nkwan ye betumi akọ up and down wo court sa say me no file for habeas corpus so person who client be bi owa eno nkwan so kura ye deciding wie no na emra ko na afa de ye be wie na substantive matter no kura afa ba ko kura because of procedure one follow inti law enforcers no so mo person mo bua government of the day na ade obetimi dia bua government of the day ni say obedi mraso.
Okay, I mean that's a Pedro Mesa about to be 36 minutes after 9. Dwaso Nsem Adom 106.3 FM. Here is CID.
Oh my.
We dem say ohwe fapem na e hyase o baby na ye ka monfi na ye ka na monfi na afidi abenwe ne sia kire mo angaza.
E hyase we.
That's how the area Pedro Candia. Clearly, there were procedural errors in Muslim application of the law.
Ghana started 2017.
There be anxious Sabrina. So, besides, no, and now only who can say in Coma obedi.
Oh, no,
Chiana say,
oh, no, some even come in your man, and you will be Yako. Yes, I was saying, host program. Preempted.
Debbie, when they preempted, Ocean Coma Wabona, there's an admission that even when things are not right,
admission
by Pedro, that Bribia that so see Jinaya. When they come out, a poba could never see. Yeah, made the minerals commission can na me ABC or a surgeon surgeon. Was a Baba Jinemu say, since she share I did Chinipa and I refer to Bonipa Quaduno, when this answer share so. It's yet your mind and miracle so. Yeah. So, of course, yes, and no cross arching train send ye Nankasa eso. But and no answer there. A cosu and ye Nisibre. Nemo trying to make a cry. None of the chassis. Aquaco Ryan in our gun attorney general office, I can send me. Into a yadi Mudawasa, as he careful in doing some of these conversations. Now, okay, there's him. Okay, so Ay, me too.
I on my men chow. I mean, chow with you for I mean, chow. I'm Musan, on the Minsan. Yeah, took to the city's good Camu, or no kind of feeling.
Say, Ghana, she says, so only be a winner, alternative be more mining. Ghana, for you, Nadia, to say, your man was setting space. How the maneuver for efficiency and effectiveness.
It's time I DC now one out of food.
As well, maybe I buy a car, buy Juma, and I'm too full.
And I said, there's a pepper now. This is
I bet you want a pedro.
Now, don't hear idea, Juma.
Oh, never tell me the minimum says I buy Juma.
I don't hear idea. Education, the amount of minerals commission.
Okay, so I buy Juma, dear. Well, it's if one of the am I? Emra me said Pedro Ekano Miniano and sa position our holding no say my students 8 year who say way back 2023 2024 na the chair institutions of administrative justice on your betche Yuku, your betche Ghana Police Service, a betche any omo powers. In fact, institution beyond Ghana what powers can Ghana Police Service. Ghana Police Service
powers
Ghana Police Service. Omu to me say. To me dia ma omo. Enti because me stress hadn't am na me any opportunity no every day Yoko acts ne police acts ne Shraj for your man, your man, to me, I am a woman. And my stance has been consistent. Maybe because I'm a lawyer, and you to be a mechanic. If we say, sir, we are practicing lawyer, say the Pedro can say a criminal law practitioner, and I say defense attorney. All the time, Uko BNI, Uko Yoko, Uko National Security. Oko Police Headquarters. As the very day I made graduate to University of Ghana with my master's degree in law. Before say ebo me din de me akwachi be also wakochia. Ebo din na akwachi na de dami ayi Dwaso Nsem to say. Before say ebo na me clients be frame say ya china be CID headquarters. My mind need to me was so bad because I'm say me know how my interest statement be. Enti me kwache awie na me je saa de bi na de me kura no man trase bi o ana me see from who ana me ko tu me cam ro me ho me ko tu me card ko see idea quarters. That should tell you say ye ni CID for na ye adwuma ye ni yuko for ye adwuma national security for BNI omu nyina na omu ye adwuma but say okọ na where the kind of illegality say koso wo ha said okay huna ni bi until all the time I feel I have a now no many issues because I two things them who are either say or no to one onim the emranaka and answer onim and o chinani aguso whichever way me as a defense attorney me nchuma wo da and I just up and free officer and I up and so you praise the Lord. Because grounds for me to challenge whatever you are tendering in court. Sir, huna, and we will show you where power lies. No, and ya dear, yeah, papa. To me, no, Ghana for yeah, dear, yeah, Ghana for in ya pony biama will say Jennifer Juma Maye. Until any abuse of the process, abuse of your powers giving you. You act ultra virus, it can be challenged. It's your own judicial justice system, no. Hanan, no. It's just one of them. You own Tiani Timiche Obise Yadnako Yoko and bail conditions at the Amanono. Umanipano 100 years continuity. How? You all know say bail is at your discretion. Even in court, it's at the discretion of the judge. But discretionary powers, no, it should be mindful of 296. Should be candid and fair. But I'm asking you, I am not only a candid, only a fair.
The back was as punishment.
Yes, it shouldn't be.
Bill should never be used as
current Chief Justice and a mother ruling. So you shouldn't use bail condition as a punishment. And I'm surprised. Make former current Chief Justice na makai conversation bi amene o man panyini dada kufuo enyaye. Ye did nkoma na so no lawyer ni di law ho nkomo. And he made a profound statement. Also, law without humanity is too dry. Oluma baby out bia butu no pay bia me chew. You say out here and so am can what. Also, law without humanity is too dry. I remember writing it in my diary. And I asked him, say, as a chairman saying, no say yeah, law, ranism, yeah, human centered. Now I say you're quite nitsma. Cause I'm running a nipa. Why withdraw? I'm running more quite fair. We quite a while and turn only prosecute. Me him say the ama senior gofre dame e kasano. Eh say also in withdrawal any nolly prosecute one of the distinction and they say when it comes to nolly prosecute in the law, criminal law students one church unya enter nolly prosecute judge ni INC was okay enko but withdrawal no with the consent of the court judge not one until obetima busa questions I didn't tell person withdraw say so I'm sure at that stage no and be a Godfrey Dame had issues with it. Obviously he will have issues with it because the client who say and where state attorneys no go on sebi omunim do mu yo say o courts na edi asem na asem le koye mo awunim en kankane criminal trial en koye ma so awunim and quickly emrana ma state attorneys no sa to me no say I don't know where na koye ma wa na opese o sakra mu a wanye ABB but all the time defense attorneys will have issues with it because the be another me said they are koye ma ye our next plan is to file submission of no case. Now within the next moment you pull a surprise on and say you withdraw and I will say me why be on there and you're there until my be a girlfriend ekasa and it's legitimate also kasa even though I attorney general that he knows it
nti me memo de okay ya enu nti na law no so say a withdrawal after say prosecution aye ni case awie ni dia na je say acquitta
of course but any case we
answer no withdraw yes
now one of the prosecution be na say no say no yes na say ni pan ko aboa no onye and say adia e bia na be sure say defense attorneys go benya a win of it say enkofo mbe withdraw but say in criminal trial say more bailer ujabom kura you have to be in court.
Yeah.
Why ma it me issue bench warrant e be church say they want jump bail. Cause anya sadia anka ye man kura me gina court. Etika o yes o be withdraw no because him say withdraw you be no. Nti amani pana my witness be wo court pen. Ages. I withdraw matter. Omu intention so be chi nipa no. Anya so say mani pani pie. No to court them so don't mention no. Until a court, you're the criminal, or the suspect, and as accused person, but both a handcuff good inside. But your friend will be Jada Kanumani handcuff. No. At that point, only Womarasi or court in the Marasi. It's what the court them want to mention. I say, your manipulate now, and I feel where's the means I need part of it me a pie. Police force are balangad, Ube Pia for him. Chiani Bechu. Tia and senior say, I don't know, ya manan, ya moment chilling to my in your bill, or make us had the answer. So say, ya idea who, where they'll be winning, so the call. That has been the practice. Why must it be so? Aban we ba no obeye. Aban we ba no oye. And the ama we na ba o man yentumi right way off. And when I can mo sister station ba ko mesa ka wa ha. Eyen nsɛm a ye wo position a ye ka no. E de ne anti okroma. O man yi mu. O kai ora.
Ora ne hu yo e do.
Oh, me nka say agu. Eno na de mo bedru hey. Because you see they painted a certain picture say. I say appointees nyina via Ghana ska nyina manasa. Appointees nyina ya kromfo. O ma wo shirt kama ya show me say me fee. Say we minister awo akufo na ba me na hyewa. E was ska kwa no via na ya kwakoto.
Is that the impression unyai?
Impression unya bi.
Is that the impression unyai?
The impression minya no dey no mu kan.
My lawyer one pa na push asem she me under duress.
Oh, dabi. Eti omo penti the two amanfo three mama omo supporters no. Omo ye
very expectant.
Yes. Anna Uhaya Betna, if you remember that conversation. Senior AG no, not same side. Senior Ayeni press conferences are no all you know. I say Madilo go okay be there. Madila in Madilo say, and they are singing like why kekabrofu bebre. Now ya chuo mo na we kwa pese or this kaba na we ti emma public no enya certain hope say oh we are nearly o mawie. But yeah, ne criminal law practitioners, ne defense attorneys, no. Ne who say yeah we asem no yen start you. Yen start na nipa no bon emmo. Wo so wo na ade asem ato no so. Wo ono wote ne ba bi na wo akokire say. Ususu so waye ABC meboa. Enti ABC na ususu so waye no. Emrane say you will have to prove beyond reasonable doubt. Don't just prove beyond reasonable doubt. Obia dwenemu no bibia free trim say dey we dey point say wafa. Say one element craft failure nipa no case na good. One element a failure case na good. And for example, also what charge you be for defilement tio say a brand bi akodi defile akwara defilement also what below 16 years patronya sa na why the na we case ni na we na defense attorney by no say akwara na birth set ni akwara 19 years and say no me patro and say
Ajegu
that's not okay. And see my
criminal trial the procedure technicalities in a now be use full soldiers buofu on say na judges not the technicality ya no mo
my and see
did you feeling you outside different from the feeling in court?
I am on court o me uba court obia bo say the cost of abontin different from the bebre me in about 2 or 3 of the cases we are aware me can attend this no. Nti I am to me can emu nsem nyina yi. The impression that you market to abontin any the cost of court
and dance
no. In one of the cases quite here me chance share every the facts no. Now me hear charges na me catch state attorney back and say but this is purely corporate governance issues. Why are we here? I mean, why are we here? Purely corporate governance issues. To the extent that nipa no ye prosecution witness Emma Omaino. No what show na you so ade we kwa na ma yanim da ye hu da. Yetime de board minute aba e che say board e capture board minute a capture no timbi. Board minute no what sign as present. It's all like I say
na mintimbi
na udia dance here and you know the essence of cross examination is to cast doubts on the witness. The credibility. We are attacking your credibility.
Junior BBC they are attack.
Oh, no say we road the show busse. and I obey disclosing that see obey same level the ma into my I say a born no so I feel our genesis space open and you many be on kai way back there so minutes could be 2017 and 2018 you may not remember everything so sometimes say investigations no investigations are on until now it is not out of place until you say crime has no expiry date so we are born in there 10 years a chiku ebetimi abecho for sabon
10 years
oh entina aya na nkofo ba radio so mo de nkofo be kwase mu na obi aba emre bi atwam me na me koye ewe Ghana ne yenso so nsem so o se nke ba becho
ebia na ba be kasa so mfie be enwotwini se me na me kira de me ko tu anamo we na me ba drum yes
o se becho
na so my can say mostly party bi wa ban mu a omon time prosecute omo nkofo opposition eba power and is in charges here omo press against people bi o hokra 2017 na 76 bi o 28 into crime there any expiry date enu ntina we are appointee in this current regime wa also we guided said ya wo ye ni nyina wo accountability e bia mane ba bibia no won so e kire se wo ye kronkron
o party for no nti
no so afutu papa no tu bro we see asema okay omo mfani no
serious
nanim omo
accountability it is me ba it is wo mame sebe wa ka baby anasa papa ja no na wa ko ware oba foforo enyo no ba kire plate a sebe onfa duane ngumu ma ho nti ebra o ma meti asere na nke no na wo so several di anka obetumi editrimu de eno na si wa ya ba mu no wo party na nke de wo ko court de a se na nke obetumi ne ebi kura na eji ne ya wo party member wunim no wo fa bia frɛ no na ebetumi aye arrangement bi ama but opposition or opponent in that sense opponent na de wo be court eno no o ma me kura no I plate your pen or the best ebe ma wodua in fact opekura dia ne wo ma obi inti bibia wo ye bia no e wo se wo hu se wo day of reckoning wo day of accountability no ebeba ebra enya wo party ene wa be
asemba no ka na ne no
oh omai me say eniema omai Ghana no engu no
I was saying this if you think komo we
engu o chena
your day of accountability no ebeba
bra enye wa party ene wa ba mu say na anu na ye kan ye wura kan ofori ya tamu asem ye kan we as
na wo accountability
o ye
obey den what ma kofre
no who say kofo accuse me lecturer kisi jabia say den no wan chiri tamu app wa ba si bo at times ye kan no crack kakra ye kan no crack
it's accountability about the right time
at the time at the time o ma menti aware ase at the time o party ni
aba o wani am o se mra
and say bia ne kro pia no be ma obi
o my den ti o se omumu aban mu sabri e kasa tia excesses and say tomorrow the tables will turn and excesses be aba they will not have any moral right to talk against it and you
they may believe you power
because they have to talk
part
against
of it but you are complaining about
you have to talk against excesses
unim de ntia police for any yoko ne all those law enforcement agencies unim de ntia omo wa hoden omo ye de omo ye ni nyina no because omunim say the party or the government of the day e be defend the omo ye no however so omo ye ne nyina ye wa ba mu de wa ba mu si dabi ye mfa mra ne nya adwuma opposition for so complain aka ho na be ye law yamfa mra ne nya adwuma but opposition for complaining na ya wa bam so ye there because ya chi we bema na ya che ne no me say miensa wanwu wo tumi na ya opposition e dey amount so a ye betumi ayi wadi ya nyi wadi a aban besesa dachi
day of accountability beba na nya o ma me tia wadi ya me dia kofo de
me say ensam no bi o a ye betumi ya pamatade a show ya show say ready ono wa fam pampa ye be kono na nyawo tani mo hwe
if I just love it day of accountability but na nyawo ma me tia wadi ase ke adwane kra pa ne ma obi
no 2029 yeah remember
yeah
another guilty beat.
wake up, you be first thing on my mind. Asante nipa one of a kind.
Adom FM. Adom FM.
106.3.
Adom FM.
Limo. Eti libo osi hwede ni be 30 for say empese mu upside down was say your story matters all the time. Enye easy upside I'm sorry. Pedro yadi quote of the week. Eda accountability be banana enye o ma me tia wade ase. Eje de ase a. Be be share.